watching a Hit TV, empowering you. You're watching a Hit TV, empowering you.
Tell us about you.
I come from the University of St. Joseph,
What course are you doing?
BIT.
BIT.
My name is Mbasa Onesimans, doing computer science from Bishop Stewart University.
Bishop State University, okay. Do you do anything else apart from that? Okay. Full-time student. Eh? It's all right.
Yeah, my name is Akankunda Brian
Brian.
from Bishop Stewart University. Yeah, doing BIT.
BIT, okay.
Yeah, morning everyone here. Yeah, I'm Nyehire Brian from Bishop Stewart University. Then offering as a course BIT.
BIT,
Yeah.
okay.
Good morning, class.
Good morning.
This is Jibril, Metropolitan International University, BIT.
Ariganyira Jordan, MIU, BIT.
Morning, members. Members Victor is my name. Metropolitan International University, Bachelor of Information Technology.
All right, so Metropolitan University, we have BSU. Any other university? St. Joseph's, yeah? St. Joseph's, okay.
I'm Akampa Regan, doing BIT from Bishop Stewart University.
Which one? Bishop Stewart? Okay.
My name is Kwarsima Anta from Bishop Stewart, doing computer science.
Okay.
Amanya Believe from Bishop Stewart, BIT.
BIT, okay. Now, what you're going to do is, for those who have already presented, for those who have already introduced themselves, it's fine. But for the others, just stand, okay? He needs to get you. Okay.
My name is Agaba Erdogan from MUST, doing software engineering.
Software engineering, okay? Same course I did.
I'm called Rita Ndiavaita from Bishop Stewart University, offering BIT.
My name is Tarema Smith from MUST, doing BIT.
My name is Baguma Innocent, doing BIT, MUST.
Prince Avasa, BIT, MUST.
Him.
My name is Kakuru Prince, doing BIT at the BSU.
Okay.
My name is Nwagaba Simon from Bishop Stewart University. I'm doing BIT and minus academics I'm an athlete. So on Sunday you wait. We are going for river quiz. I encourage you, all of you, to come and witness. Thank you.
Do you notice what he has done? That is what I wanted from everyone, but you're all just saying a course and the name. That does not describe you. That is, it will end in 4 years. Then what will you introduce yourself as? You understand that? All right, let's continue.
My name is of Brighter Hebwa, doing IT, Bishop Stewart University.
Okay.
My name is Nwago Adalias from Bishop Stewart University, doing Diploma in Information Technology and Astreti, going for River Quiz Marathon on Sunday.
All right. That's nice.
Tarima Stefan is my name, offering DIT at Bishop Stewart University.
Okay.
My name is Ofona Nitwe from MUST Software Engineering.
All right. Software engineers are not athletes, eh? They can't run.
My name is Ampile Susan, doing diploma in journalism and mass communication at NCBS.
BSU, right?
My name is I never was comfort from MISID doing journalism.
Okay.
I'm Shats Kagumao from Bishop Stewart University offering IT.
Mugamba Gideon is my name, University of St. Joseph, and I'm active soccer player.
Okay.
I'm by names of Tumsimi Anthony. You can call me Tony. I'm at Must doing BIT.
All right.
I'm a footballer.
I'm by the names of Gwang Isaac, BSU BIT.
Okay.
My name is Shalom Jedediah, and I'm doing BIT at Mbara University.
All right. Mbara University. You're sure it's Mbara University?
Mbara University of Science and Technology.
There is no Mbara University as far as I know. Anyway, so you all mentioned BIT and maybe some few software engineering, okay? So how many of you are in developer groups? Let's say GDSC, if you don't know what that is, that's Google Developers Students Club, okay? Then there are others, there is Women Tech Makers, there are PyCharm and all that. Are you in any of those? If you're in any of those groups? You're in? Yeah? How did you join? GDSC. Okay? So GDSC and all those developer groups, you really have to know about them because if you're in the developing industry, those are some of the biggest movers that we have. So, one, if you're really interested in having a career within that tech industry, try to join those groups, okay? There's also the EIT Developers Forum, okay? We also have that. I think there is more communication about that from them. I cannot give you more details about that. But there is GDSC, there is Women Tech Makers, there is PyCharm, there is PyCon, very many other groups that you should join. CamTech, all those, but those are research hubs. CamTech is a research hub. So you just go there when you're doing your research and all that. So you really should look out for such groups because they help you enhance your knowledge in the development industry, okay? They usually have workshops, they usually have events. Now, for example, how many of you know about the Google Developer, the DevFest? No one. And you're all developers. Okay? Now, this DevFest is the biggest, let's call it the biggest event for all developers within Mbara, okay? So if you really do not know about that, where do you think you will get the connections to get you those tech jobs, okay? Think about that. Actually, the good thing is they're all on social media, okay? So such Women Tech Makers, especially for the women, yeah? Women Tech Makers. Then you also search about Google Developer Students Clubs, okay? GDSC. Then there is also GDG, Google Developers Group. I think that's about Google Cloud and something, yeah? So search about them on Twitter, search about them on Instagram, I think, and you'll be connecting with those people because those are the people that will help you advance your tech career. And it is really important that you do that. So, I need to hear expectations. What do you expect from this training? What do you have in this workshop, sorry? What do you expect from this workshop? Who can start it up? Okay. Before we look at what you expect, what have you learned within the internship period that you've had?
Okay, thank you, moderator. As we started, we have learned video editing. We have learned website development, mobile app development, and many others.
Mobile app, what did you learn under mobile apps?
Mobile apps.
Yes.
We have learned Flutter Labs.
Flutter.
We have learned developing a database using Firebase.
Okay.
And many others.
All right. Who else can tell me something else they have learned within this period of internship? Anything? Okay. Someone there?
Yes, thank you. My name again is Tarema Smith. During this internship period, I've got the chance, I've been part of internship people of IT and software engineering, those people, where we have learned a lot of things, video editing, website development, and mobile application development. And also had the chance to attend the Online Media Academy, where we have also learned the video editing part of it. We have learned how to stream live on YouTube, on Facebook, such things. And again, I have been, I also participated in a startup garage last time. So personally, I own a company. So when I hear about this digital communication skills, I'm here to get to know the right platform that I can use to market my product, and which words can I use when I'm marketing my product on those platforms. Thank you.
All right. So, who else? The people doing journalism. It's only you? You're doing which course? You're doing? What course are you doing? Journalism. Apart from her, who else is doing journalism? Journalism, okay? So you tell us about your experience with the internship, and we see what you people have learned with that can help you in your journalism career.
During my time of internship, I have gained a skill of I have gained the skill of video editing and another skill on how to use cameras, how to set up live streaming, and many others.
All right. How about you? Same. It can't be the same, eh? You're two different individuals, yeah? You all have ways you are listening, you all have ways you are working, yeah? So you tell me your experience, not her experience. Yours.
I've learned how to use the cameras, how to stream, like on YouTube, on Facebook, and other social media platforms.
Why would you be streaming? Why would you be streaming? Why would you be streaming? Why do you need to stream? As a journalist, why do you need to stream?
So that people can see what we are doing.
Okay, that's okay. So expectations. What do you expect from this training, from this workshop?
I expect them to give us some more skills and to guide us, to tell us how we should handle ourselves.
So hopefully I expect a lot of questions from you, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyone else who wants to share their experience? Or you can tell us that you did not meet your expectations. Did we all meet our expectations with the internship? Really? We all met the expectations? No. I had a no. What missed? Okay. Turn over the mic.
Thank you very much. The expectation that I missed, I was expecting at least they would have taught us some hardware part, but of course we did not see it. So it hurts me so much.
Oh, you expected hardware related work,
Yeah,
eh?
and some networking issues.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So, networking and hardware. Those are the things that missed out for you. All right. At least the feedback. Now we have the feedback. Eh? Who else had unmet expectations? The rest of you were all fine? Okay. Okay. Same. Now now you people are being like those backbenchers we had on TikTok last time. Yeah? They ask and you, creases. Just mention what your issue is. Do not mention another person's issue. Eh? That is his issue. What is your issue?
But it's the same.
It's what is the same exactly?
Yeah. Actually, we missed. Actually, me, I knew that we are going to study like hardware, also networking. But eventually,
Eventually, what happened? But how about the things you learned? Did you pick anything that was of interest?
Much. Like in video editing, making some flyers. Yeah.
Okay. How about the coding part?
Coding part. I'm still struggling.
Now you struggled with coding and you're complaining about hardware. Anyway, all those that is a lot of feedback, and we really enjoy it when you give us that feedback because it helps to improve the process. Yeah, that means maybe on the next schedule or the next internship they will advance and bring in all that. Okay, but otherwise, thank you for feedback. We really appreciate that. Now, back to our program. I see these people are still very late. Okay, so until these people come up, we'll still need to be engaging here. Okay? So, I haven't had expectations. I had a few expectations that side, but I need more expectations from you. What do you expect in this workshop? Who can give me expectations? Okay?
Thank you once again, our moderator. For me, I expect that when these people come, they will share us life experience out there in the field.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Anyone else? You be at the back. You don't have expectations. What do you expect from the workshop?
Well, thank you very much. As I'm here, I expect a lot from this workshop because I think by the end of this workshop, as I can see, I'll be learning how to use my social media platforms to develop my personal brands and how social media is changing. So I'll be learning how social media has changed the traditional media landscape and how I can use my social media platforms that I own to develop my brand. And I expect to add on the knowledge that I have already gained throughout the experience of internship here, like how to develop websites and post them, mobile applications, and how to improve on my final touches of these projects. So by the end of this seminar, I think I'll be good and ready to kickstart my career.
Do you have a brand that is already operational?
Not really, but I'm planning to establish one.
What will it be dealing in?
This will be the Chigabon graphics.
Okay.
Mainly dealing in graphics.
All right.
Yeah.
That's okay. That's lovely. I am sure that there is one of the facilitators who will be very interested in helping you out. Okay? So, why do workshops like this happen? Well, in most cases, however good you are at anything you're doing, okay? Like I mentioned, I asked you people about being in developer groups, yeah? Because most of you mentioned that, and none of you was in a developer group, huh? So, why you need such groups, why you need someone to actually guide you, is because however knowledgeable you are, however good you are in a skill that you have, you cannot cross limits because you do not have many connections, maybe because you do not have people skills. That's why you need to be part of these communities. These communities help you to engage with people, help you to connect. You will find that sometimes you have an error or maybe something that is disturbing you within your work, but someone has faced the same exact error and they know a work around that, okay? And when you engage with these people, that's the only way you'll find out. Because, say, let's take, for example, you're doing code and you run into an error that you can't find a solution for, okay? The moment you try maybe to search online and you can't find it, but the moment you go to a community and you start engaging with those people, now, at one point you bring up a conversation like, you know what, I have this and this issue. And you will find that there is a person who already solved that exact issue. Maybe they did not post it online, but they solved that issue. For example, sometime back when I was learning Django development, there is an error that would usually occur with images when you would put them in, but it was only when we went for a training such as this, where we had, there is a good developer named Ezra. He came up and he showed us a solution that was so easy, but none of us could actually think of it because we had never tried to fidget around with it. And it was something that was really helpful in that development world. Now, today, as much as we have had our expectations, we know what you're going to expect. Now, from this schedule of ours, is there anything that you feel you do not understand clearly that I have to elaborate? Is there anything that we need to elaborate? Or it's all clear? Let me see if I can. Anything that is not clear to this so that I can give more explanation about it? Any questions about this? Anything that is not clear? All right. So, one thing I'll say, let's get something to actually, some little information about our facilitators, okay? So, if you're using any social media you prefer, LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook, whichever, for work from Felix Becker, you check MTF Becker, okay? MTF Becker. On any platform that you prefer, you will see his work, you will see what he does, you will understand more about him before he actually comes in to give us that. Then, as I've said, he is from Dig Tech Solutions Hub, that is at Grand West Second in Barra. He'll be giving you more details about that later. Then the second person is Deli Delik. Now, for him, you will also search Deli Delik, okay? Actually, in most cases, it is Deli, then again Deli, okay? You will see the type of work that he does, and as I said, he works for D3 Concepts. D3 Concepts is an advertising firm. If you've ever been in any group, and all of a sudden you see a bar flyer appearing, that's probably D3. You see like Vibes Lounge is inviting you for a night. Yeah, that is their work, that is what they do. And they are really good at it because they are the biggest firm that we know in Barra, okay? Then Adolf Ayoreka, that is a New Vision. He's also on Twitter. You can check out his work and see, like for example, that ongoing march to parliament and stop corruption thing. You've seen that picture of Katete Bridge, okay? You saw the story running yesterday. That was him capturing all that, okay? We had a story that was run on TV West about the Katete Bridge, and it's all in that case of march to parliament and stopping corruption in Uganda. Okay, that is some of his work. There is a lot more work that he has. You can just check out on his Twitter, and probably most of the stories that you see within Barra and on TV West and on New Vision Group, that is also still him working on them, alongside his friends. Yeah, and as we said, Adolf will be handling how social media is changing traditional media landscape. Now, with that, you understand that traditional media these days is maybe it's lagging a little bit behind compared to social media. Because you will find that by the time you watch the news, you're only watching to see confirmed reports, okay? But you already have the story from your social media. And that is where he'll be coming in to explain more about that. Then for Daily Delic, he'll be saying, he'll be talking about social media and building brand, personal and business brands. Yeah? Now those brands are what I'm telling you about, that you find you go to a night, or maybe you go to a place, and maybe you, at the end of the day, are taking photos, they are posting you on all their social media, okay? That is all him. He'll be giving more explanations about that. Then Felix Becker bringing in SEO. Now, SEO, did you study web development in your internship? I believe you meant SEO somewhere. Okay? So Becca will be coming in with more details about SEO. Prepare your questions about that. Then the power of websites. Now, the power of websites is just covering the influence that websites have on people. And then finally, we will have newsletters, and then also the corporate communication. That is all just how you be praising your official communications and all that. So, we'll be getting more details about them as they come in. And until then, let's just take a moment, okay? I've given you their socials. I've given you their businesses. I said, Felix Becker, you can check out Dig Tech Solutions Hub. Daily Delic, you can check out D3 Concepts. Then Adolf Ayureka, you can check out New Vision, yeah? New Vision Group. So we're going to take like 10 minutes or 5 minutes, checking through all those things, preparing some questions that we'd have for them, and also getting some background about them as we wait for them, okay? So 10 minutes breather, we go into that, we just search, dig around what you can find, and prepare your questions for them, okay? All right, see you people in 10 minutes. What have you found out? Who has found out anything interesting to share? Anything interesting you've found out? Who checked the profiles? Who checked the profiles? Who found something interesting? No one, eh? You are? Wi-Fi yetaru? Hona. Ah! Wi-Fi yitu ya bachikandi. Okay. Anyway, so our first presenter is here, and as we get him here, okay. As we said, this is going to be our first facilitator, and that is none other than MTF Baker. I like to add of Mbarara City, but he will be giving me more details about that. Personally, I've engaged a lot with him. He was actually my mentor in the entire graphics and marketing skilling that I got. That was starting way back in 2019, and he is a specialist in digital marketing, and he will be giving you more details about that. So let's welcome him with a big hand clap, okay? And he'll be our facilitator.
Thanks very much. Good morning. I'm glad that I'm seeing familiar faces here. Yeah, so that means we are going to have a very engaging session. And like how I like teaching or facilitating, I'm sure that some people are going to be helping me out, because I always like sharing information, sharing what I have, and you also share what you have, so that we have an engaging session that is going to help us achieve the best of what we expect. I don't know in the previous minutes whether you've been told about the topic that we have today. So I will begin by asking a few questions to see where we can get started from. What do you understand by digital communication? By show of hands, I need like 3 answers, then we get started. When someone talks about digital communication, what do you understand? Don't mind, we are not here to mark you. Even if it's wrong, but you feel like giving it out, feel free. Yes?
Me personally, I think it means the passing on of information via internet or digital platforms.
Okay, thank you. Another one? Yes, you had raised your hand. Give him the microphone.
Digital communication, to me, I think this is a process of exchanging information, that is via sending and receiving messages through digital channels like emails, etc. etc.
Okay, thank you. One more. Yes, pass the microphone.
To me, it's successful usage of digital tools and strategies for a successful business.
Okay, thank you. I now have confidence that we are going to discuss a topic that at least you have a hint about it. So we are going to look at the power of websites, SEO, that's search engine optimization, and email, newsletters in corporate or organization communication. So before we get into that, I would like to introduce myself to you. My name is Twesime Felix Baker, but I prefer to be called MTF Baker. I'm a digital marketer at Digitech Solutions Hub. It's a branding and digital marketing agency that is here in Bara City. And at Digitech Solutions Hub, we help business owners and professionals to establish powerful online presence by creating compelling visual content that these organizations or these professionals can use to market themselves or their products or services on online platforms. We've been into this business since 2018, and we must say that we are proud that our impact is increasingly becoming important. So, having introduced myself, I would like us to get started right now because we have only 1 hour of this presentation. In today's digital era I mean where all our transactions, social life, and other things that we do in our life, where they're increasingly being done on online platforms, there is that need for every professional or every business or every brand to establish a powerful presence on online platforms. So in this regard, you find you'll need to craft a compelling communication channel that is going to bridge the gap between you, the service provider, between you, the producer, and your clients or customers. Since most of them spend their time on digital platforms, on their digital devices, you must give it a chance to have your products or services available on online platforms. And today's market is all about, today's marketing is all about connecting with your clients or your audience emotionally. It's no longer about telling them, hey, I'm selling this microphone. It's this and this amount, come and buy it. No, it's about, telling them why they need a microphone, guiding them on how to use a microphone, guiding them on how to effectively, handle their microphones. So you find there is a lot to do in engaging with your stakeholders. The stakeholders here, I mean your clients, your investors, your partners, and that whole ecosystem around your business or your brand. So without a digital presence in this era, it's going to be hard for you. In 2018, people used to say digital marketing or digital presence is the future of business or organizations. But with this digital era, our future comes so fast. What was the future in 2018 is now the present. So you cannot undermine the impact of a digital presence for your brand or your business. So there, you find there is a need for that effective communication. There is a scenario that happened, actually it was here in Katete. I'm sorry to mention names, but since it's a fact, I don't think I'll find any problem with it. There is a bar, I may call it a bar or call it a lodge, call it a restaurant, I don't know the right description, but it's called Link Suits. So one person went and parked a car in their premises. So I think that person had disagreements with the security guy. So there are some funny events that followed. But that person who was a victim has a huge following on social media, to be specific, TikTok. So this lady tried to use her voice on social media to seek justice. But this business was not online, because they are seeing their customers are coming, they are taking their beers, they are coming, booking rooms, so they feel there's no need of using online platforms. But the other dissatisfied fellow, her only power is social media. So she used social media to communicate or to pass her dissatisfaction. I think that happened at night. So when we woke up, we found all the fellows had saturated the information. But the proprietor didn't know that all that was happening on the social media. So one of the friends called him and he was like, here is someone talking about your business, talking about your brand, talking about the experience they had at night, and it's affecting your business adversely. So Freddy moved. It was so hard for people to believe his submission. So in that regard, you find even if you don't have customers online, even if you don't expect customers online, there are people who are stakeholders in your business that are going to use online platforms. And if you don't craft a compelling, if you don't craft an effective communication system that is digital, you'll find it will be too late for you to rectify or stop the damage on your business. Most of you are always on TikTok, know about Mama Gadget. Is it Mama Gadget? Who heard that story? Yeah, you heard about that story. So she was like, no, social media, there is nothing you can do to my business. This is my capital. After all, I don't need this profit. Whenever I get this profit, I go and help. I divert it to charity. So there is nothing you can do. But these people were not giving up. In a few hours, her account was gone. Then later, we saw that UNBS had come to check on the quality of her products. I'm told that a huge part of her stock was confiscated. But that is a crisis that started from social media. Had she put in place a good communication channel, a good communication system, maybe those things wouldn't have happened. So you see, there is that need. Even if you don't expect customers, at least for your repetition. Business owners, you have competitors who are online. If you're not there to monitor what they are doing, before you know it, you'll find you're already out of the market. Professionals, that's the cheapest strategy you can employ when you're trying to build a story around your brand. So to effectively do that, there are some elements that you need to consider or put in mind. We have a website. If you craft a website, it's going to help you to showcase your products and services. We have e-commerce shops like Jumia. I think in Uganda it's the leading brand. We also have professionals who have websites where people can go and book for the services, where people can go and get educating content about the niche they are interested in. We have other institutions whose services, if you are to interact with their services, you must start with their online platforms. If you're going to register for a business, or if you're going to maybe apply for TIN on URA portal. Everything is now online. So you find with a website, things can be easy for you to execute. Things can be easy for you to run. Then another digital communication element is search engine optimization. There are people whom you can tell that my website is mtfbaker.com. You go and visit my website. For them, they will automatically go to Google. They type MTF Baker. Even the .com they may forget. A biggest percentage. There are very few people that will type in the real domain or the real URL. Most of them start from Google. So Google is one of the search engines that we have around at the moment. So if a biggest percentage relies on Google, you must work so hard to make sure that if your client or your target audience starts from Google, your products or services are able to be discovered. We are going to see the details later. Then we also have email marketing and newsletters. These ones help in nurturing relationships and encouraging call to actions. If you're regularly visiting your email accounts, you'll find there is that tab labeled promotion. Are they promotions? Yeah. Those are emails that you did not subscribe, or you subscribed unknowingly or knowingly, but they are always categorizing them, showing you that these are promotional emails, these are updates, or these are primary emails. So people who use promotional emails and updates are trying so hard to engage you, are trying so hard to communicate with you, are trying so hard to make sure that they keep updated with what you're feeling about them or the experience you're getting from the consumption of your products or services. Let's look at the website element in detail. Who can tell me what's a website? Yes.
Thank you, sir. I'm called Nogo Darius. In a brief, a website is a collection of web pages.
Yeah, he said it's a collection of web pages. Who else? Yes, we had a second microphone. I think it's behind there. So, okay, let's now listen to a lady.
A website is a collection of web pages with related information.
Come again?
It is a collection of web pages with related information.
Yeah. This one was like it's a collection of pages, and she added that it has related information. So I cannot add more, only to say that those web pages are hosted somewhere, which are later availed whenever you ask for them. They are hosted on a server. We are not going to go much into that. That will be like we are into teaching the other side of web designing and whatever. But for us, we shall just stop at that. So now that we have known that it's a collection of web pages that have related information, how does this one help? Why is it important to have it? Yes, it's information there. What does it help me? What does it help my client? What do you think is a benefit of having a website? Now I want to see different hands, yes?
Thank you very much. For easier communication for your client.
He's saying for easy communication. How many of you have ever used the chat plugins on different websites for help? Have you ever tried reaching out to a business or a brand or an organization? You send emails, they are not replying. You make phone calls, the numbers are not going through. But when you use the other chat option on their website, you find you're getting answers. Have you ever used it? So, with an email, you have an added advantage of responding to your clients or customers even when you're not around. Yes, you have that advantage. You can be sleeping as you're attending to someone who is asking about your products or services. We have AI integration in place where we have chatbots that are installed on the websites for you. You're there, you're asking, the answers are coming instantly. It's at 2 a.m. You think these people are there awake on their computers to answer you? They are there snoring, but you're getting the answers that you need. Like if you check here, this is my personal website. Many people actually use, many people from TikTok usually pass here, then they come to my WhatsApp. They send a message, sometimes you spend a whole day without logging into your TikTok account. You cannot tell who has been there. Okay, they can show you that so and so viewed your profile, but then how can you later get in touch? How can you have that personalized feeling? How can that person distinguish you from the other usual social media users? So when you hear these people saying, click on the link in my bio, some of the links are the links to the website. So when you go to TikTok, I will tell you, click in the link. When you click on the link, it will take you here. But then remember, other than seeing that so-and-so viewed this page from the analytics dashboard, I will not know. I will not get the contact of that person that has been, interacting with the website. So I put a WhatsApp button. So when you click on that button, it takes you, when you're on your mobile phone, it will open your WhatsApp. And when you send me a text, and I later log in and find it there, it will be easy for me to call you back. So even if I'm not around, when I come back, I'll know that so-and-so had tried to contact me, and they need a reply. So I have an added advantage over the other person who doesn't have. Then, take these two scenarios. We are two professionals talking to you. We are convincing you to give us businesses. One has a website and another one doesn't have a website. What comes into your mind? Okay, whom would you choose to give the gig? Why? Yeah, he talks about easy accessibility. Who has a different answer? Let's think it out. Yes, boss. Mm. Okay. Yeah, he's raising a good point. But before knowing that the other one has mediocre services, at least you'd need a portfolio. So the other one still who has a website will be having a portfolio to show. And the other one who doesn't have this, they may have good work, but they fail to prove it. And remember, in most cases, when you're deciding, it's you on your phone. You went to Google, you searched graphic designers in Barara City. So the other one is not there to defend himself. That much as I don't have a website, I have the projects I've worked on my phone. That's why, like you're saying, some people are offering, rather they have, can I call it bogus? Okay, bogus work, bogus in quotes. Some people have bogus work, but they are doing business because they are the only ones showing up. So that's why you are saying, if you're in this era, if you're still offline, you're giving your competitors the liberty to overtake you, overshadow you. This person will go and get the gig because he's the only one available. He comes and subcontracts you at a 50% payment. You find you're the one doing the donkey work, but he's earning sometimes more than you on the same project. So when you're not establishing a good communication system on online platforms, you're not being visible, because at least everyone has a phone on table. Even as I'm talking right now, 60% is on the phone right now. It's not on the street. So if you're not on social, if you don't have the digital footprints anywhere, you're missing out on the 60% of the members that are here. Then also, there is having it in place and using it effectively. People have them, but they are not effective. Like how I thought about incorporating a WhatsApp button, because I thought that maybe people would want instant answers. Someone will send you an email, you will spend like 2 hours without checking your email account. That's if I told you always do. But I'm sure that if you have an internet connection and a running data bundle, you won't spend an hour without checking your WhatsApp. Yes?
Someone who is a person with the website shows some kind of professionalism, another level, compared to the person who has no website. Take it an instance like today. Most people prefer taking Coca-Cola because since then Coca-Cola was there and someone buys Coca-Cola because it's a brand that has been there. But now when someone today sees someone with a website, a layman's understanding, someone will think in their mind that this person might be having a legit work. Yes.
Thank you very much. Most people usually argue that since they can create free social media accounts or pages or handles, they think that a website is no longer important. You know, those social media platforms are designed in a uniform manner whereby you cannot customize it to your preference. Different businesses, different products, different services have different customer journeys.
One, good thing I know a little bit about history. remind these people about that time you lost all your Facebook work, because that's when they will understand how good the website is.
Okay, thank you. I was coming to that. Yeah. All that I'm talking about here, I'm talking out of experience. Because since 2018, it's been a journey of learning and unlearning. I had a Facebook account I had opened in 2010. So I was using this account to manage businesses, profiles, and also manage Digitex pages and other subsidiary brands that I had aside. So I don't know what I did, but at least I know what they told me. They told me I violated their community standards, and my account was scrapped off, I may say, because I was able to create a new account in the same name. So meaning the other one was erased. So I had 2 business pages that I was managing, and I was the only administrator. So those pages remain there, but they don't have an administrator. Yet I still run those businesses on ground. So it's hard for me up to now to grow these new pages to overtake the other old ones, so that when you're searching, you're able to compare and tell that this is a current one, this is an old one. But that's not the point. The point is, another huge point is that I lost all that I had published since 2010. I started using it professionally in 2018. So you can imagine from 2018 to 2023, that huge work that you've put in, that people have been basing on to decide on whether to give you a gig or not. It all went, I had no backup. But with a personal website, you're always having a backup there. Or with a business website, your backup is always there. Web designers who are here, they know that at least you can, the system can be backing your information up like once a day. Yeah, it can happen and it crashes, but there are high chances of retrieving your content compared to social media platforms. There are many people that usually ask for the people you've worked for before they can give you a business, before they can give you a gig. In 2019, Digitech Solutions Hub was doing graphics, photography, and videography. So today we could post about logos, brochures, banners, t-shirts, and all that. Then the next day, we post bagore, makeup, those pics from parties. So it could be a mix, which would make it so hard for clients to come and, check for what they want. For example, if it's a photography client, they saw one photo, they are scrolling. They have to scroll 6 posts before they can reach to another photo. That one becomes so tiring. And even in positioning, it was so hard for us. So we are like, look, let's separate these things. Photography, we give it another brand. Then we also have this brand. When we did that, there was a significant increase in the people that wanted graphic design and digital marketing services, because it was easy for them now to scroll and get what they want in a shortest time with utmost convenience. So when we learned that, we were like, okay, now let's go and have a website. which we can craft to our specific customer journey. And there, the efficiency increased. You're there on WhatsApp, you're seeing someone texting, I'm from your website. I need to know more about this. Or they come, like someone is like, I need a logo. You tell them 150, they're like, no, on your website you're saying 110. So before they come to you, they are already served. Their customer journey is shortened and is made more convenient. Are we together? Then there is the other element of trust. For sure, putting the other factors aside, if it's your first time interacting with these people, like everything is the same, but this one has a website as an extra point of proof. First of all, we know that it takes that courage, it takes that commitment, it takes that understanding, it takes that consideration for one to establish a personal or a business website. So if someone commits themselves to having it in place, you know that they are legitimate somehow, somewhere. Then another thing is that, can we go back to MTF? Another thing is that you're able to show the people you've worked with, the testimonials. There are people that want to, you scroll down, scroll. There. There are people that would like to know, ask the people you worked for. They want to see what is the quality of your client base. They'll be like, oh, if he's working for so and so, it means he's legitimate because I know so and so cannot accept mediocre transactions. So you can, on Facebook or other social media platforms, you cannot have it arranged like this, like you want it. You will come, you make your post, you get this one, you post it. The next day, you get a client's work, you post it, it's over there. So when one is scrolling through the testimonials, they don't have that specific part where they know they can find it. Like I sell digital courses, digital content creation courses. When you come on the website here, you will see the tabs, the menu arranged very well. It makes it easy for you. And when you showcase all this, it adds on your credibility and trust. Let's go back to the slide. So we talked about the benefits of the website as credibility, visibility, and accessibility. If you have any question about what we've shared so far, you can note it down. At the end of the session, we shall have a dedicated moment for the questions. So, now that we know why we may need a website, what should we do right to make sure that we get the best out of it? Yes, I have a website. What should I do? What are those practices that I should put into consideration for me to gain much out of my my website? So number one, we are saying clear and concise content. Some of us are good writers, but not good marketeers. Like if you tell us to write a blog about something, we are going to give you like 6 pages. But are we sure that those pages are needed? You may find in those 6 pages, only half a page is useful to a client. MTF Baker, one of the blogs. So, when you have a website, you should consider the nature of your clients. How do they usually make decisions? How do they interact with you? Any of the blogs? Okay, you can go to, you get it from, blogs. So, we know that clients or people on social media, they are always scrolling and scanning. Someone scans through your content for like 5 seconds. In those 5 seconds, they have already decided whether to stay or continue scrolling. So as a marketeer, or as a business owner, or as a professional, you should be able to tell what your target audience likes. So this is a simple blog, and it's about the tips on how to establish a strong online presence for your brand as a professional or business owner. Scroll through. So these are very few points. You can decide to scan through the subheadings only, and you go with what you want. People are not willing to spend 10 minutes reading your blog. Make it easy for them. The other one who wants to scan through, the points are highlighted. Then the other one who wants to read through, they are still there, and they are short and precise. So while publishing content on online platforms, you should always consider that people have less time to attend to the details of your content. If you have ever WhatsApped someone, maybe he's selling shoes or dresses, and you're like, how much is this dress? And all of a sudden, they send about 20 photos. How do you feel? You asked about one dress, they are sending you 20 photos. You feel like blocking that person because you want only one thing, but they are sending you all that they have in their inbox. We usually have these members in our WhatsApp groups. Yes, we are using WhatsApp groups to market our services, but someone comes and uploads about 30 photos of their products without even a caption. You get it? So your content should be precise and it should be relevant. You're into digital content creation. You're helping business owners and professionals. But then the content you're posting is maybe football related or whatever. Just because you like it. Remember, you're not doing it for yourself. You're doing it for your client. Whatever you do should be favoring the client, should be making the client's journey convenient and not tiring. Let's go back to the slide. We are saying our website should have a user-friendly interface, and it should be easy for you to navigate through. Different websites are optimized to respond to different screen size. There are websites where you will have all the information when you're using the laptop or a desktop, and when you log in from your mobile, you find some tabs are not opening, some information is hidden. You know, it becomes hard for someone to understand. Someone cannot easily navigate through your products or services. Your menu is shabby. I think when I talk of the menu on the website, you understand. Like there is some content that is not easily accessible. You have to, have to click on, you have to access like 3 pages to get content, rather to get access to the content that you want. It should be user-friendly and easy to navigate. Let me disturb you and we go back. No, we go back to the website. Let's go to the home page. So as you can see, this is the home page for my website. By the way, I'm open to criticisms. If you see something that is not right, you'll also give me that feedback. We are saying get started. You're on the website, and we are saying, we've told you that we can help you establish a strong digital presence. We are telling you to get started. That's a call to action. We are not wasting your time. Maybe someone has seen you, is already convinced from TikTok. Now they are looking for their way of getting started with you, or getting started with your services. So they don't want to read everything. We are saying from the slide, we are saying you can even take action and you get started. Let's scroll down. Let's scroll. So here is a highlight of the services. Well, there are independent pages for the services, but because I know there is what you're looking for, you don't want to read everything, I will just give you a highlight. So if you're interested, you visit the page. There's no reason of taking you through the web designing page for you when you're interested in graphic designing. So by highlighting them here, I'm making your journey shorter, and I'm making everything accessible within a shortest period of time. Let's scroll down. Those are my contacts here. I know there is a page dedicated for contacts, but I know some people may not go the other side on the contact us page, contact me page. So it will be easy for them to get them from here. Scroll down. They want to look at the numbers. Scroll down. Scroll. Someone maybe is interested in the courses. They will just get started from here. And everything that is down. So all that information, the highlight is on the home page. Because we don't want people to spend much time looking for this, looking for the other, when they even don't know where to get it from. For people who use mobile, who use their phones to browse, there is a way that mobile menu presents itself. Some people may not tell that actually what they are looking for is hidden under those 3 lines. So when you don't avail everything on the home page, people will come telling you that they failed to get the service that you recommended. So your design should be user-friendly, and it should respond with different screen widths without without hiding any content. Let's go back to the slide. Okay, then we also said the last one is saying that we should consider call to actions. Call to actions are those buttons or those statements that are encouraging you to take an action. An example, we have explore, search for more, click for more, buy now, call us today. Those are call to actions. When you don't have those buttons, you're not getting the best out of your website. Because yes, you've given them all the information. At the end of it all, what should they do? They should take an action. Either to book, either to make an inquiry, either to buy, or schedule an appointment, depending on the product or service that you are selling. So those are a few of the best practices that you can do in trying to make your website more engaging and more useful to you and your target audience. Next. So we have another element of digital communication, and we are saying search engine optimization. Who can tell us something about search engine optimization? Yes? Where is our microphone? Microphone. Can pass it.
Search engine optimization is more of working on your website headers so that it can easily be accessible when someone searches for it in the Google taskbar.
Okay, he's talking about working on your headers and all that information that the bots use to crawl and index your site. Let's have another answer. He's right, but he has answered part of what we want. Give us what you're thinking. Okay, we are saying search engine optimization is the process of improving the quality and quantity of website traffic to a website or a web page from search engines. When you have your website in place and you have come out with a good design that is friendly, that is responsive, you have your call to actions in place, the next thing is to look for a best way to attract people to come and visit your website. That's what we call website traffic. The number of people and the quantity of people that are coming there. Much as we want many people to visit our website, we don't want anyone. We are not looking at everyone, rather. We are looking at a specific group. We are looking at a specific audience. That's what we mean by quality of the audience. If I'm a graphic designer, I'm targeting those people that are in need of graphic design services. If I sell cosmetics, I'm targeting those people that are interested in cosmetics. We don't want to be attracting people that are coming to buy alcohol, yet we sell cosmetics. So the process of making sure that you have a good number of people coming to a website, and that number that is aligned to what you're selling is called search engine optimization. It can take place, search engine optimization can take place on your website and also outside your website. We have on-site search engine optimization and on-page search engine optimization, like what he was telling us, and also off-page search engine optimization. We can leave on-page search engine optimization to web designers, and we concentrate on off-page search engine optimization. We are looking at those practices that one should put in place to make sure that whenever you search for a product or service on a search engine, my products are availed. Remember, people on Google, they search about the services or the products they need. They don't search for business names. But when they search for products and services, business names are suggested. So that person whose name has been suggested put in practices that enabled him to be available. Are we understanding? Okay, let's go. So what is the importance of making sure that you have a presence online that is availed by search engine optimization? What is the benefit of having your information available to a user whenever they search for the products that are related to what you offer? Or in any case, why should one consider search engine optimization? Yes? Okay. So that, yeah, thank you. The major benefit you can get from optimizing your content on search engines is web traffic. You want to have more people visiting your website, and we say the more people, we mean the other target audience that we want. So that's the major benefit that you get from there. And of course, if you have traffic, you're a few steps away from making that sale. You're a few steps away from getting that booking. So if you need traffic to your website, you should put search engine optimization into consideration. Because without visitors, your website is not going to work for you. And search engines are one of the sources of that traffic. And another importance is that it shows your authority. There are so many people who are involved in photography. But when you search on Google, there are those ones that will be brought first and those ones that will be brought later. There are those ones that will appear on the first page, and there are those ones that will appear on the next pages. So when search engines put you first, it implies that you have authority over your competitors. Maybe in the eyes of the search engines, in their thinking, they think based on the quality of the information you're giving, the backlinks that are created, they think that you're more credible compared to the other competitors. So if you want to be on top of the game, even on online or digital platforms, make sure you have all these in place. Make sure that you're discovered whenever people search for your products or services. If you run a business right now, or if you are a brand, try searching there, your products or services. When I say your products, don't search your product name. No, products, I mean graphic designing services, photography services, ladies' bags, ladies' shoes. Search for maybe ladies' shoes in Mbarara. So if you don't appear there, just know that it's high time you get started. You got started with the process. Because you're not discovered, you're going to be overshadowed by your competitors, who are sometimes even not your match in the quality that you're giving. Let's scroll. So, what are those practices that one can consider to make sure that at least they are discovered on social media, rather on digital platforms? We have keyword research. When these search engines are creating, how can I explain it? When they are, let's call it a data bank to be precise. But of course, the technical language is indexing. So when these search engines are creating their data bank, there are things they consider to reach your content. And one of them is the keyword. For you, you go on Google, you be like, who is the best photographer in Mbarara? Google is not looking at it like you phrased it. For it, it is picking keywords, photographers, Mbarara. That's why, even if you type words, you'll get a response. And even when you type the whole question, the whole sentence and whatever, still you get the same response. So it is not about the length of the query, it's about the keywords in that query that you're putting in the search engines. So when you're in a business, when you're dealing in a business that is online, consider the keywords that are always used. We have keywords like graphic designing services, web designing, website designing. Those are keywords that these people, when they are searching for services, are using. So look around your services and you see the keywords that are usually used. And when you're designing your website, make sure they are there. When you're publishing your blogs, make sure they are there. Because for the search engine, when someone types or when someone searches, they will look for the website or the source with a good number of or a good density of the keywords that you've used. So if the other one had used like 6 keywords, and for you had used only 3, the other one has higher chances of appearing first. I'm not saying keywords are the only considerations, but they also add up. So make sure you research about the keywords that are related to your businesses. Are you getting me? Yeah. There are so many tools online that can help you to research, to generate the keywords that are usually used by the audience in your location, by the audience in a target area. So make sure you have enough keyword research implemented for you to stand a chance of ranking highly on search engines. Then we have on-page and off-page optimization techniques. On-page, we said on-page optimization is so much technical, and when we are talking here, we may not go deep into it. We usually leave it to web designers. But off-page is what we can do. You can publish a blog. If someone is searching for best tour destinations in Mbarara, they will look for so many sources, and in those sources you find that someone sometime back wrote or published a blog that had such keywords. So let's go to Google and we see. So we are going to search about some things, and we see the sources that will be available to us. You'll find that some information is coming from blog posts. So that is what you can do. You may not have the other technical skills of doing on-site SEO, but you can write things about, let's search about anything. Maybe say best hotels in Mbarara. Best. So let's scroll. The first source is Google locations. These are businesses that have profiles on Google Maps. Let's scroll. Stop there. So our first source after the other business profiles, we have a source from TripAdvisor. Then the second source is from booking.com. So this is content that is published on the other people's websites. Even you yourself, you can publish something that is related to your niche. So when you write about this, it means you're putting your brand at a higher chance of getting discovered first. As you can see, tour companies are the first ones to appear. TripAdvisor and Booking.com. So depending on the field you're in, you should look for the keywords that relate to your target audience, and also look for ways of making sure that you use those keywords without the other technical knowledge that we talked about, the on-site or on-page SEO. So this one used blogs, and still they were discovered. Let's go back to the slide. Another best practice we can look at is local search engine optimization and Google My Business. Google has this free feature. It's called Google My Business. You can go there and create a business profile. It's free and it's easy to set up. It allows you to put in all the information that is relating to your business, and also create a location. Which clients can use to access your premises. When we searched on the website about best hotels in Bara, you saw the first results were coming from those that are listed with Google My Business, or those ones that have a profile on Google. So when you have a profile on Google, it means you're already on the doorsteps of the search engine. So the search engine doesn't have to labor much to crawl your websites and whatever. There is a data bank that is already available. So it will first give you what is available, what is readily available, then later goes on to search for the rest. So it means when you have a profile that is fully updated and that has relevant content, you have higher chances of ranking number one. So if I was just starting, I would first get started with creating a Google profile and make sure that I beat my competitors in reviews, in updated content, and any other relevant information. So there are so many, but in the interest of time, we shall just look at those ones. Let's scroll. We are now here on email marketing and newsletters. We talked about those emails, and we are saying they are also part of creating a seamless or a convenient communication system in an organization. There are a few people that rely more on emails than social media. But I can tell you that if you have a good email list that was well generated without spamming, 10 email accounts are better than 5,000 followers. For you don't usually check, okay, those, a big percentage I know, they don't usually check their mails. But those ones who usually check, they will testify. Here is a reason. Here is a reason as to why I'm saying emails are performing better than social media. Someone makes a post right now, you've been scrolling through, but you wonder why you come to see the post the next day. You find you've seen the post when they are like 8 hours past. So if it was a communication that is instant, that wanted instant reply, you find you miss out on that. That's why when people become too professional, they switch from social media to emails. Someone will ask you, do you have a company email? You'll be like, what does he want it for? There are people that have emails just because their smartphones required emails. They even don't know the passwords for those emails they used. Every time they buy a new phone, they create a new email address. But yeah, it will continue like that until you have established a business and you're working with big brands that will want you to have a permanent email address. So don't wait for that. Start practicing it. You go and maybe I will compare it with WhatsApp broadcasts. You know there are limitations about WhatsApp broadcasts. If the other person has not saved you, your broadcast message will not reach them. But with an email, yeah, they will get it. You'll send it, they will get it. And you know that it has a 100% reach. At least you know the email will reach. They may decide to open it, they may decide to ignore it, but it will have reached. For us who have used social media, at times, you even run an ad, still people fail to respond or fail to see it. You update your status, you have, let's say, 1,000 contacts, but only 20 people are seeing your status updates. And you wonder whether they are ghosts or what. They are updating theirs, but they are not checking on yours. I'm not saying they are not, I'm not saying that they don't help in marketing, but we are doing a comparison. Imagine losing a 10 million deal just because you didn't check your email. And these people, they find it convenient because I know there are people who are like, for me, in order for me not to lose this document, send it to me on my email. We usually design logos and whatever for clients. When you send them on WhatsApp, they are like, I may lose my WhatsApp. My phone can crash. Send it on my email. So the other quality audience we were looking at, it can be well nurtured when you're using emails compared to other social media engagements. After all, we can have fake people on social media. You find 3 accounts are all engaging here at once. I one time ran an ad. The first 5 responses were people from IDPs. Me, I was advertising my logo services. This one is telling me they want free education. And Facebook is telling me, rather WhatsApp is telling me that that is a conversion from Facebook ad. Remember when someone clicks there and they start a conversation, Facebook charges you. But there were people asking for help. Yet even me, the purpose of running the ad, I was looking for help in form of gigs. So I'm not saying they are not working, but we are comparing to see the advantages of having the email marketing system in place compared to social media platforms. Yeah, I think we've discussed that. So I talked about an email list, of course, with email marketing. There is no way you're going to be effective without building an email list. Without getting those emails, good quality emails. Sometimes you're browsing, maybe someone is giving a freebie and they are like, to have access, give us your email address. So the moment you put in your email address, they will tell you that your download the download link has been sent to your email. Then after downloading and enjoying, the next day, you keep on receiving mails from those people. I think you've ever experienced that. So those people use the freebies as baits to attract you to freely give in your email because they don't want everybody. They are looking at specific people. They know if you're interested in a free business card design, you're likely to be interested in a headed paper. So after giving you a free business card design, they will keep your email. Then tomorrow, they tell you, look, we can also design for you a headed paper. So they are using those techniques to get your email and keep on sending you promotional content. Okay. So we are also looking at enticing visitors with valuable content. There are people that usually publish educative content, like in nutrition we have Dr. Kasenene, then we have Wekesa talking about tourism. We have other people talking about sports. So they keep on giving you that valuable content. And when you interact with it, after a few seconds, they will tell you to subscribe to their newsletter by submitting your email address. So that is also one of the ways of creating an email list. Then we talked about live chat bots. The very first thing they will ask you, your name and your email address. So that is one of the ways. Then you can also run email sign-up ads. Like you get a freebie, you know that people are interested in something that is for free, or you have an offer, a give out. I may say we are giving out a free pull-up banner. So whoever submits in their email address, they qualify to get a free pull-up banner. So you give me your email address to qualify for a free pull-up banner, but then I'll keep using your email address to market or to show you other services that you're likely to be interested in. Okay, so yeah, we've gone past time. Allow me to welcome some questions, if at all you have, or some compliments, and then we wrap it up. Yes.
Okay, thank you, sir, once again. It's like I heard you talking about...
Hold on. Okay, I think let's do this. Let's have all the questions at once, then you can answer, right? All right. So, first question?
It's like I heard you talking about digital creation courses, but I didn't hear some of the digital creation courses, so I would like to know some of the digital creation courses. Thank you.
Right. Digital creation process, right? Courses. Digital creation courses. Anyone else?
I would like to know about the costs of maintaining a website.
Right. Costs of maintaining a website. A very good question.
Well, thank you. Mine is a point of view from your website, sir. you had a good website. But I was of the view that if this website had a smart slide where all your projects, maybe some of your projects are displayed, so that when someone comes onto your homepage as we are here, there is somewhere a smart slide where some of your projects are being displayed, because now there's just only the number of projects and whatever you worked upon. So I was of the view that maybe you add a smart slide so that when someone is on your website can easily see some of your works. Thank you.
All right. Anyone else? Any other questions? Two more at least. Two more questions. Is that all? All right. Three questions. And it's up to you now.
Okay, thank you. One was asking about the digital content creation courses. Yeah, they are available, and when you visit us at our office, Grand West Arcade Level 2, it's along the High Street. We shall take you through. We have courses in graphic designing. We have courses in video editing. We have courses in photography. We have courses in digital marketing and all other related courses. Okay, whatever we are doing, we are willing to teach or train other people to also add a voice and also add on the skills that, rather add on the professionals that are around. Then the next question was the cost of maintaining a website. Well, this cost varies depending on the person you're working with. Different people have different prices, depending on the reputation, depending on the customer experience that they offer. But to break it down for you, when you're just getting started, you need to pay for a domain name. This is always paid annually, and it depends on the domain name extension that you want. For example, we have, at the moment, the most affordable is a .com extension, but we also have .org, we have .ug, and all those relevant extensions. .com extension starts from I may say 60,000 shillings. But then, like I told you, it depends on the service provider you've used. Some people may charge you for even registering your domain, and they tell you a domain name registration will cost you 100K. Others will just tell you how to do it, depending on their major selling product. There are people who are selling website designing as a whole product. They may not charge you much because they will charge you from the other activities. But then there are those people who primarily offer web hosting services. They may also charge you for a domain name registration. But it is all .com is already starting from between 55 to 60,000 UGX. Then from there, once you have acquired a domain name, you have to subscribe for a hosting service. Like we said, these web pages you have are stored on a server, and that server is rented. So you pay for some time for your web pages to be there and always available to clients whenever they make requests by searching on the browser. So that one also depends on the brand you're working with, depends on the amount of space that you want to rent and the period that you want to rent, the period that you would want to use that service. But some people, for 2 GB, they always go for 80,000 to 120. Then from there, you can always upgrade. I'm talking about 80,000 UGX for 1 year. So you find the process is always about 150 for domain registration and hosting. So this cost, you always incur it every year. You get me? Then from there, you have to pay the web designer. Now that one also depends on the person that is working on your website. It also depends on the features that you want on your website. It also depends on the functionality that you would want in your website. But there are people who can decide to use WordPress websites that can go for something like 600,000 Ghana shillings. So you find for the start, someone, if they are using a WordPress site, they are going to charge you between 800,000 and 1 M. Then the following years, you'll be just renewing. Then he talked about maintenance. The maintenance cost is separate from the other designing and hosting costs. And it also depends on how often do you update your website. Some organizations have web designers as employees, so you find they have IT staff that is paid a salary. Then there are other people that pay retainer fees to web designers. They are like, you'll be updating our website every time we have new content. They agree on something like 50K or 100K, depending on the person you're dealing with. Then, for example, at our site, when you come, we design everything and we say we are good to go. We give you 2 months. You present one of your staff. We train them on how to do that basic update so that you reduce on the costs. But that doesn't mean that we are taking off the other support part. Lastly, the question was about the portfolios. Maybe that part was down. It could have missed maybe out of the updates that we were working, but I expected it to be before these logos. It was supposed to be here. So I think it was missed during the update. I will check there. And it's a good feedback, but it was there. If you don't showcase the projects you've worked on, definitely it's what we were talking about. Some people would want to see the people you've worked for before giving you the gig. I think if we don't have any other query, I would like to end with this. A last slide there.
Slides?
Yeah, the last part. No, up. No. Okay, so from what we said, if you picked an interest and you would want to get started, either like you want to turn it into a career to do it for other businesses, or you want to do it for your business, or you want to recommend it to other people. If you're into web designing, if you're not a technician, you want something that is easy, consider using WordPress. It is an easy drag and drop interface that will help you come up with something for your business, for your brand, or for your customers. Then if you want to get started with the cheapest means available of search engine optimization, you can utilize Google My Business, like I've said, it's free. Then you also look around local business directories. We have yellow.ug to charge you for something like, is it between 70 to 100K per year for one business profile. Once you list, those websites usually have a higher ranking. Once you list there, once you create a profile there, you stand a chance of being discovered when they search for your services. Then for email marketing, try MailChimp. It has a free trial period that you can use, and you get to understand here MailChimp. So you get to understand the basics of email marketing. I know we've not exhausted everything, so if you want to know more about this, you can contact me privately. Go to mtfbaker.com, then click on the WhatsApp button. You send me a text. We shall push from there. Or after here, you can visit us at Grand West Arcade Level 2. We are Digitech Solutions Hub. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being a good audience. I'm so excited, and I can't wait to see you putting in practice the knowledge that we have shared. Thank you.
A round of applause, a round of applause. All right. I believe you've heard how well he was structuring his points and how well he was letting you see what is actually happening within the industry, okay? So, since most of us are university students, you know, I know very well that when you're being taught, you're told WordPress is not good, you always code your websites and all that, yeah? But when it comes to industry standard, you will have to learn these things later, okay? Because they offer a quicker means and they offer a cheaper means, because in most cases, with the audience you're working with, okay, you'll find that unless you're going to do a contracted job, you'll find that most of the people around are just willing to settle for WordPress websites, yeah? So that is some insight I was adding to that. But otherwise, I think we have had our questions answered, and I believe now websites, search engines, and email communication is not a hard topic for us anymore, right? Now, he might have declined to mention, but I work with him, and we what do they call it? Cojoin when you co-own. Okay, we co-own a web hosting service. Yeah. So if you want you have a website that you want to host, you can come to us and we talk about that. Yeah. Now, our next presenter is a man many know for him telling you where the next party is. He's a man known for taking photos with Spice Diana when he's on a stepped ladder. But he's a very powerful man, and he is, I think he should tell you more about himself, eh? Yeah. So, respect to Derek. Let him come and tell you more about himself and what he'll be telling us about today.
Good morning, guys. First of all, I apologize for late coming, but I was fixed in the morning, but I had to make it. My name is Derek, aka Tumhaire Derek. I'm a digital marketer, I'm an influencer, and I'm a nurse. But I gain more in the digital market rather than the profession. So I want to talk about how we use social media to build our personal brands. I myself, I'm not a big brand, but I have tried to build my brand. I have tried to show the world that I can do something on the internet. Basically, I don't have a lot to talk. I don't know if everyone is seeing me or I extend my head with the chair. You're seeing me? Okay. Order? Okay. Now, I believe everyone here is using social media, right? Either Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, or WhatsApp. And most of us, we join these platforms. We want to date, we want to find girls, me personally, I joined Facebook when I was looking for whites. I would message Rihanna that I want to meet Rihanna. Now imagine. But my Facebook, I networked with people, my age mates, with different people, and I built my social capital on in the internet. I got friends. So later I asked myself, but what are these people helping me? I'm already sending this girl, I love you, you know what, I liked your pictures. At end of it, I get, they don't love me back. So, what am I benefiting? I sat down and I was like, I said the internet, how can Facebook help me benefit from it? Then I got some points that you can do digital marketing using this Facebook page. I don't know how many gigs I have got because of my Facebook. It started with Facebook. I started advertising for free. I started, like we have a small company, you give me, I post. Then when I post, someone like, oh, where is this shop? Someone asked me, like, where is this shop? I was like, this shop is here. So I started getting people, their business sales. So I was like, oh, so I can build this.
When was that?
That was, I was in senior 4, 2014. Okay. Before I retired from singing, I was a musician.
I think as he explains, let me get for you some of his music.
By that time, I didn't know how to use internet to upload the music. It's not there. Maybe YouTube, some video, some dancing videos.
Yes, dancing videos.
I was good at dancing, but now I'm a retired one. So I was telling you how I benefited from my Facebook. I want to talk about how we build our brands on social media. That's why everyone is using social media. But how can we benefit from it? I personally am benefiting from the gig economy because of social media. I benefit from Twitter, I benefit from TikTok, from my Facebook, from my WhatsApp. The email parts, the website parts are for this man. Me, I don't know them. I was even learning from him. So the social media platforms, e.g. the Facebook, 2015, 2014, in my senior 4, I started advertising for free. Like here I was in senior 4, I post this business, I post this business, then I get clients. So in my senior 5, 2015, I was like, why shouldn't I start my company? So the company started as with my name, Derek, but D, Derry. It started growing, like I would put I didn't know about the logos, designing the logos, the flyers. I would use my phone, my Android phone. It was like a small phone. I don't remember which type by then. I would design some wording and then give it font and color and put like these three promotions. So I started sharing those flyers. I would get your business pick. I put my logo, then it moves. So I started building a brand, a personal brand, using my social medias. So the brand, people saw the brand, and then I started getting clients. Like, yo, man, I need to push for me this thing on your status or in your Facebook. So I would get that business, and then I share it. Man, what are you looking at? Oh. Then the brand grew, the D3 promotions grew, and not everyone, but most of the people started to know about it, that we do this. I got a group of 5 guys, said, you guys come, let's work together. We can benefit from social media. Don't stop on getting girls or dating or what, or watching porn or what, but you come, use your internet, use your Facebook, use your Twitter, and then let's grow this brand. So guys joined me. We started growing this brand. What do I tell you guys? If you have okay, wait. I know you're going to ask me who's an influencer. But everyone here is an influencer. You can influence your friend, you can influence someone, your neighbor, like, you know what? Let's go to maybe Kacheka. That's influencing. The friend like that program, but you influence the friend to do a certain thing. So who is an influencer? A person that can influence another person to for another thing. Everyone here, I know you have ever influenced someone. Either your friend, either your family member, either your dad, either your mom to do something that they didn't want to do, right? So that is an influencer. And an influencer, I want you to get this. Not specifically, you have to be on social media. You can be an influencer in your community, in your company. You can be an influencer in your hostel, by the way. You guys, you know what? Let's go for lectures. Let's go for this party. You influence those guys and then go. But how are you benefiting from it? How can you benefit from the social capital you have, the networks you have? Before you benefit from them, you build them. How do you build your social capital? Social capital here, I mean like networking with people. The more network you have, okay, let me call them friends. The more friends you have, the more you build your personal brand. Because these are friends that are going to help you. I believe, me personally, most of your friends are the ones that help me more than the family. I believe each of you has a friend that has helped you in a certain way, right? So these are the people that help us to build our personal brands. We have like...
No, I was going to ask. We've heard about the story of how you started promoting businesses without being paid. Okay? So, how did you get to that point where you started getting paid? How did you get there?
I'm going to that. All right. So I'm talking about how you build your network. You're seated with a neighbor, but you don't know the name. Do you know her name? You don't know. Now, do you know her name? You don't know his name. Now, how do you build your social capital? It starts from here. The person you meet today is a stranger, but you can connect with that person. Say hi. Hey, beautiful. Hi, can I get your contact? Like, I know you will start like, I have liked you, but you use another approach. I want to be your friend. Maybe we can benefit each other in another way. So everywhere you go, try at least to build your network. Get like, from this room, like just get like 4 friends. Like, you know what? This guy, they may help me. Let me bring them to my circle. The more you grow your circle, the more you're growing your personal brand. Don't know if you're getting me. The more you grow your circle, bad enough I didn't have some time to do something. But the more you grow your circle keeps on expanding. The people you know today, the people you know tomorrow, if you, let's say, from the WhatsApp statuses, you have get 4 contacts here. Tomorrow you're at a church, you have got like 4 contacts. Tomorrow you're at some fellowship, you have got some like 4 contacts. Those are like 16 contacts in like 3 weeks. Like 2 days, sorry. So in those 2 days, you already have like 20 status viewers. What are companies looking at? Let's say you have got a gig from Pepsi. They want brand visibility. The brand visibility they want people to see their brand. They expect 2 benefits. The awareness of their brand and maybe and get sales. The people that view your status may get interest to get that product that you're marketing on your socials. So I got to your question. How I started benefiting. I built my social capital, my network. I would go here. I started with engaging, I think, with every artist. I was like, no, I need to meet every artist in Uganda. When they're at Kacheka, I rush. I don't have the entrance fee, but I have to sneak around, like use those in Turi and go inside. One time, the first scene here, it was at the Boma grounds. The police called to me. The next story, but I entered that concert. I got the contacts I want because there was something I want. I wanted to build my social capital around them. As I told you, I was a musician. Don't forget that. So my social capital, I wanted to go it around the music industry. I met producers, I met TV personnel. Adolf is my friend, he's working with the TV, but I don't know how I met him. I have met a lot of people in the music industry. I have met a lot of people that organize events just because I want. So you may be here and your interest is not to market events and what, but you want to market like a corporate company. Let's say you want to market like Centenary Bank. Your interest should be looking at the people that associate with the Centenary Bank. Your interest, let's say you want to market, let me say, a certain organization. There is no company in Uganda that doesn't do marketing. And in this current era, the digital marketing is taking it. The other mainstream media, yes, they are working, but the digital marketing is leading. So each company, all the big companies, they have that sector where they need a digital marketing campaigns in their company. So we can use our social media platforms not to get some girlfriends and what, no. You can use them and earn a living. Not necessarily you have to be with a following, no. Your social capital can make you be paid. Yes, Zodi.
All
Your
right.
social capital, your network, the people you have, the circles you have around you that can make you get paid and take you back. I was telling you, like, if you have an interest, let's say, to market a corporate company, you have to associate with those people in that circle. Not specifically have to go for artists and what, no. If you want to market a Centenary Bank, look for managers, you go open an account there, meet these people, you know what, I need to have this, and you become sharp with these people, like meet them and say like, I want to be your friends, I want to learn more, the more you build that circle around you, those are the people that will help you in that field. If you get a marketing company, like let's say you get another bank, like a new bank, it needs you to market for it. You already have that circle that is in the banking field. Don't know if you're clear. You already have people that will be interested in your campaign that you're marketing for.
So, Derek,
Yes.
we also now want to get to know how did you come from being that one person who is sneaking through the fences, okay, to now being the CEO of D3 Concepts, which I believe has about 10 or plus employees to it, right? So how did that transition come to happen?
The transition, it was a wrong story, but let's say I will use him. What's your name? Simon. Let's say Simon has a dream to do a certain personal brand, like Simon agency or something. Yes? Simon Disco Sounds. You want to hire like Simon Disco Sounds. Now, Simon Disco Sounds, I believe he cannot be a DJ, he cannot carry the equipment, the logistics, he cannot wire, he cannot do everything himself. You will need a group of people to help him out. You will need her maybe to be your manager. You will need him maybe to be a DJ. You understand? So that's how the circle came. I was like, I cannot do this alone. If I bring people in my circle, in this company, we can do something better that I cannot do one person. If Simon, sorry, for him is a disco person. Let's say if for Baker, Digital Tech, he gets a gig, like if he has like, how many, do you have employees? You have employees, of course. Now, if you get a gig and they want numbers, they want mileage, and Baker, I believe he has, his circle stops on a, like it's around him, but he wants to grow this brand and give it a mileage. You will have to use other people, and those other people use their circles to make awareness for that brand. So, me clearly, I was like, now, if I bring these guys, we can make a mileage for a certain brand and reach a certain people. Not me specifically, because me, my circle may be small, but I may need Adolf to be part of me, and then like we grow this brand to other people. That's how it became. Then I got those guys, I saw this guy, you come and join me, and then we work.
All right.
You still have
So
any question?
another question would be, now you've built the brand, you've gone through all that, now you've reached the point where you have the brand. What encouraged you? Because most people at that point they would jump into digital marketing only.
Sure.
What encouraged you to be that person who does both digital marketing and ground marketing? Because I do know when you have a show, you will have that online thing going on, but then at the same time you will be moving to each place, because I've seen you everywhere. Whenever you have
Now,
a happening, you have to go there.
I talked about social capital. You can post a certain brand on your status. But when you don't have a network within you, like around you, you're doing nothing. You may be having your 20 followers on Twitter or 100, and then you post, you get 0 engagements. This client is not benefiting. What do you need to do? That's what I talked about in the first place. Like, you need to build your social capital. You need to build your network around you. That network it's the one that's going to help you and the company to benefit. The company will pay you, and the company will benefit from those people around you.
All right. So do we have any questions from the audience? All right, let's proceed with your submissions.
No questions.
Oh, okay, a question. What are some of the biggest brands you've worked with?
I don't know a number, but
The names.
let's see first ask.
Oh.
Disco sound is.
Well, thank you. Thank you for your submission. So my question, or what I would like to request from you is, how can you guide us as a young generation? Because for you, when you are starting in 2014, it wasn't tough like today. But today there is a lot of competition. Today I will post something on my status. Maybe let's say I'm working with AJ Styles, maybe Blind Styles, who has a boutique somewhere. So he maybe asked me to post some of his products on my status. So the moment I post them on my status and someone asks, how much is this? You tell the person the amount, because you also want to earn from what you posted. So this person will just go direct to the boutique. So how can we overcome this challenge? How can we put up that good competition that will see us break through and become people like you, maybe sometime?
Thank you. What did you ask? What can I say? We're in the generation where currently we find that there is some, how can I call it? There is some progress in certain fields. I will give you an example. Let's say Saimo is a DJ. Before, like those days, 2014, DJs were playing for free. But currently, even a new DJ, to play at your place, you need, guy comes out and tells you that I want 100 per night. Then you ask like, this guy. It's because the generation is at a certain progress. Right now, what's your name? Gideon. Let's say you start your Gideon something. Gideon, someone to identify you and ask you, influence for me my boutique, is seeing a potential in you that you can really do what? You can make sales for him. It's you to build your personal brand with him. If Derek, I request you, come and post for me. I see a potential in you. What do? You as a person, you stand out and say, I told you everyone is an influencer. But what makes you special? What makes you special is your social capital and how you build yourself, how you stand out and tell this person, you know what, me to advertise for you, maybe you're going to give me some MBs. Yeah, because me, my posting, I have to do what? I have to use data. Currently, to overcome that, currently, if I request you like a friend, you post for me, you're going to post for me. I'm not going to benefit, but you're posting as a friend. But if you decide right now to identify yourself as an influencer, that means you already have your social capital. That means you already have your customer following around you. So you stand out and say, you know what, me to do this, I need some data. However, have you heard about brokers? Yeah? How do brokers gain? You have seen many online brokers. Land. The people, I saw someone selling land here. This guy, how are you? I'm going to talk about you. If I do a mistake, collect me. So how are these brokers benefiting? They have land, or say you have a land, you are selling that land, and they are marketing online. Someone in Kampala calls, hello, I need land. And sometimes, I'm sorry to say, sometimes they are broking for someone. The land is not theirs, and they are selling the land for someone. So someone calls, I need land. Yes, hello, I'm talking to you. I'm answering you. So this person is a broker. He's already negotiated with the broker, has already negotiated with the person. If I sell you this land, you're selling your land at 3 million. Me, I'm going to sell it at 5 million. And they benefit from the commission or from that extra money. They pay themselves. Right now, if you have a boutique and you text me, let's say, okay, you text this guy. So, guy, I sell my shoes. This guy have to give this guy a commission or a discount. You're a broker, you're broking for his shoes. Indirectly, you have to gain. Brokers, they gain indirectly. Sometimes the person looking for land is the one to pay. Like you, man, my time, my transport. So you stand out and say, you know what? Me, I need this. If you continue and you identify yourself as an influencer and you continue working for free in this era, you're losing. I don't know if I have answered you.
So, I think what you intend to say is, the moment for some people, you will influence as a broker, right? You will promote their products. As long as they sell, you get commission, right?
I can give you an example. Right now, I'm still influencing as a broker. Someone sends you like, you know what? I'm selling my fridge. Yeah? You have your car fridge in the hostel, like a quarter, and you want some money. I'm selling my laptop. I'm not going to ask you for MBs. I will post your laptop on my status. Then someone interested will text me, like, you know, I need this laptop. How much is it? I will negotiate with the owner of the laptop. You're selling it at how much? Maybe 500. Me, I'm bargaining it at 600. Understand? So that's how maybe we can overcome. You're acting as a broker in this business.
So, back to the question I asked. What are the biggest brands that you've worked for?
There are very many. There are very many.
The biggest ones, like
the
5.
Biggest ones.
Yeah.
I've worked with them. The TV West. We'll start with these ones. I worked with them on their Chin Hero, on their Kids. You still look at Kids Festival? A Total Festival. The other years, 2019, 2018. I have worked with Pepsi, Crown Beverages. I have worked with, there are very many. There are other companies don't know, but they are big brands. I've worked with Solution East Africa. They are the ones that do for us, Club, Dome, Semino Fiesta, those events. I have worked with a couple of companies, very many. I don't know some of them. I've worked with Airtel. I really don't know. Even before coming, I was signing some contract. So Henry, his contract, he helped me to print, sign. This is a new contract. Why that made me come late. It is from Kunta Africa. It's a big company in the filming industry and actually Ugandan industry. This contract is going to pay me 200 per week for 6 months. 200 per week, that is 800 a month. I really don't know if I can get that money from nursing. I really don't know because I tried to work in some clinics, some drug shops, some what, but they're paying me 200 like a month. But I'm getting it in a week. This is a side gig. Yes, this is a side gig. I personally I have like so far like 4 gigs. I have added on this one. I'm working somewhere at Vibes Lounge. I'm running many social media platforms. You talked about it. You talked about managing social media platforms, right? I'm managing like a couple, I don't know how many. They're also, some of them are paying, some of them, the paying ones like 3. They're paying some good money. So in a month, I as an influencer who uses my platforms, and the social capital I have, in a month, I think I get like 1.5. So if I add on this one, that will be like 2 million and plus in a month. So I don't know which job in Uganda, really, you're going to finish campus and do is going to pay you like, okay, 1 million in a month. There are very few. So that's why I'm standing out right now. Any questions?
Yes, sir. My name is of Tarima Stefan, doing DIT at the Bishop Stewart University. I personally, I own goats. Goat rearing on small scale, not yet on big scale. I have some questions I want to share with you. There are at least 3. How can I effectively showcase the unique aspects on my goat rearing practice on social media to attract potential customer and build a loyal following? That is the first one. The second one, what social media platform can I effectively use for reaching an audience interested in agriculture and livestock, and how can I leverage this platform to market my goat rearing business? Third one, how can I engage with my audience on social media platforms to create community around my goat rearing business, and what content categories should I use to keep my business attractive?
By the way, this person has some goats. Yeah, if you want to meet at your home, if you want to rear, if you want to get, go to him. Guy, I'm doing for you marketing. You can give them your contact from here. You give them your contact. You know what, guys? I have my goats at home. If you need some meat, if you have some capacity, I can give you at this amount. Yeah? I'm asking your first question. If you give these guys your contact and you get their contacts, don't see them as they are young. No, they're going to get some money. Actually, some of them have that money. They're making birthday parties. They're going to have a graduation. You never know. They may need a goat slaughter. If you get all these guys' contacts, how many are there? I believe like over 20. Yeah? You have like 20 contacts. On your network, you have added already how many? 20 people in your network. It will be a certain time, maybe Dr. Ronnie will say, man, I have my party. I need a goat. It will benefit you. That's answering your first question. The more you grow the more you grow your social capital, the more you grow your following, the more you grow your business, your personal brand. You said you're called? Stefan. You say Stefan got something. That's a brand. There is a name and then there's a brand. When you get that name, you get your business name, you build it. You build it with people. You cannot build it alone. First, leave social media. Go on the ground. This guy is sitting next to you, but he didn't know that you have goats. But right now he knows. You know why? Because you have told him. And you can influence him to also tell another one. Your business is, your brand is growing. Because now like 2 people already know it. So far in this building, 20 people already know your business. So that's how you're building, for example, WhatsApp. If you get these contacts, you're building your social capital in WhatsApp. You're building your following. I'm answering your next question. How you're building your following and which platform. You're building your following on WhatsApp. You have more contacts. The more contacts you have, and the more people you engage with, that's the more network you have. Your circle is expanding. Which platform can you use? And which kind of content can you use? Right now, there's TikTok. I think Twitter is no longer the funniest app, right? Yeah? Now Twitter is seen as for the elites. And TikTok, I think, for all the people. You have your goats, do videos. Do show this world that you have goats. Do your videos. You understand? Play with your goats. By the way, you can sit on the goat on top of it and post it on TikTok and people laugh. I'm not saying that you go and sit on the goat. I'm giving an example how you can play with your business. If you're not a person of like to make people laugh, or you're not a comedian, you may not do that. But you can just organically record your videos, record your goats, go on the internet, tell people about it. Yeah? If you're on Facebook and you don't have followers, they are what they are called Facebook groups. Those groups already have people in those groups. There is a certain link that you share in those groups. The more you share your link to those groups, the more people are viewing you. How do you grow? Actually, I said the question like, how do we grow our following on social media? That's what the question I wanted. Now I'm getting to this. How would you grow your growing on your following on social media? Let's say Facebook. Then what do we call those Facebook groups? Yeah? The more groups you have, Sanga ko Simanyi Senga something group, Simanyi TV West group, those groups already have people. And at least you find like 1,000 people. When you share your link in these groups, those people see those posts. I think, understand that. The interested people will follow you. The interested clients will call you. You're sharing your contacts. Same applies to all platforms. Those with groups. Twitter doesn't have groups. Twitter, I don't know how you can grow your Twitter, but it is, no catfishing. But Twitter, you can grow following a person to a person. Some of us, we think we are Rihanna, we cannot follow everyone. Yeah? You open up an account and you want people to follow you. Me, I cannot follow everyone. You follow that person. The person will follow you. Then text, go in a DM, hi, I'm this and this, I do this. Tell them what you do. The best thing in this era, in the digital marketing, is letting the people know about what you do, even if they are strangers. If I have an event and they give me flyers to give out, I don't go looking for my people I know. I will go in a certain shop, and these people don't know me. My job is to make them know aware of my business. So, do flyers, give them to people. Let them know about your business. Post them on your internet. Ask boy child. That guy has started eating some gig money. He's also eating some gig money or using his Twitter. And others, you guys tell them that you're getting some money. Yeah? And doesn't have a big following that is big, so much like, no. I told you first, what does it take to eat that money? So, guy, you just grow, you just choose a medium of your choice. Let's say, what is your favorite platform? TikTok. WhatsApp and Facebook. How do you grow WhatsApp? I told you. You grow WhatsApp by networking with growing your social capital. You meet a person, because with WhatsApp, you have to have that person's number, and the person has to have your number. So from here, at least I want you to get like, at least, if you don't want boys, okay, you get the girls numbers. Yeah? Get like 10 contacts from here. You're building your WhatsApp, and let them also get yours.
All right. So Becca will add on that to conclude, okay? And just give them your final remarks. He will conclude after you.
Final remarks. Let's not stop using our social medias. Let's look for the other things. Yeah? Let's grow ourselves. Let's give ourselves brands. If I'm Rita, you be Rita, not a Rita of getting boys and here. You let your account help you do something. Your account can help you find a job. Reach out to companies, DM them. What are the opportunities? What's your email? Tell people what you can do. Let's say at home you have a certain business. Let the people know about your business. You can use your social media platforms, even market your business at home. You don't have to hire Boy Child or Derek to market for your mother's business. Yet you have people around you that you can tell about this business, and then you get potential clients. Thank you.
All right, a round of applause for Derek. The shortest but most important person in Bahrain. All right, Becca, one more submission for them.
Thank you. I wanted to ask, rather to respond to his question. He was asking, you have how many goats? He has 20 goats. He was asking, how can he market his goats on social media? So, from my thinking, it's like you people think that there are businesses that can't be marketed on social media. But before answering him, let me give you some scenarios. Before Rolex booth came to Mbarara, who knew that you can order a Rolex online? He came and, rather, those guys came and now made it corporate. So if I'm taking a Rolex booth, rather a Rolex from Rolex booth, definitely you won't undermine me. You know how much it costs. Then, those ones who are on TikTok, have you seen this guy called Roger? Roger the border guy? He doesn't go on stages. People order online. You're already seeing the nature of the content he's making. Okay, let's now come back to Mbarara. In 2018, I interacted with a lady called Naswila. Then, rather, it was in 2016 before I came to Mbarara. So when I came to Mbarara, now I found she was no longer Naswila. She was the rabbit girl. So when she says, I'm the rabbit girl, what comes into your mind? And wherever she is, she cannot forget to call herself the rabbit girl. We had some guy called, when he was still doing it, he used to call himself Ibandan guy. For every event, he had a mobile bar. A bar on his car or on his vehicle. He used to come at Soho, he goes to events, like on every event, you don't have to crave for Uganda Waraj and whatever. He was always there. So the whole point is knowing your target audience and looking for where your target audience is. Let me give you opportunities that are in establishing a presence for your goat's business. First of all, there are those people who are selling animal feeds. They are looking for demonstration of farmers. Start posting how you're feeding your goats. Start posting how you're... Okay, that one. Start showing them how you're doing that one. There is the other Norbrook guy that will come and use you as their influencer. There is these government officials would want to come and use you as a demonstration of farmer. Of course, they will be supporting you in one way or the other, but they won't come to you when you're not showing up. He told you sitting on your goat and you laughed. Okay, if you're shy, you may not sit on your goat. You come and start showing them how to slaughter a goat. Okay, skinning. You start making those videos and then you recommend the people. Because, like, if I can ask you about the butchers that are selling mutton, you don't know. But people are always slaughtering. Oh, you call it skinning. They are always skinning or slaughtering sheep. And we take it unknowingly. And it's annoying buying mutton when you thought you were buying goat's meat. So for you, if you're selling to those people that are making muchomo and whatever, go on social media, you'll be like, me, my goats, I sell them to so and so. He sells genuine whatever. So those people, because they want you to give them the mention, they will start buying from you. Okay, let's leave that. We know every event that is outdoor, at least it has stalls for muchomo. Make yourself that available person. Whenever you hear that Reggie has an event, you'll be like, don't allow any other person. I'm the one going to handle the muchomo stuff. Brand yourself in a way that is going to identify you. Or why you call yourself a muchomo guy. Or you call yourself, so that you call yourself Owembuzi. You get? So, whenever someone has an event and they are looking at muchomo on the event, they will think about you. If these guys are having a picnic and they want to goat roasting, by the way, you're here crying that you don't know. Okay, I don't want to assume because you didn't tell us. But there are people who are crying that there is no market for their goats. At the same time, there are people who are on Google asking for sellers, people who are selling goats. So sometimes all it takes is putting yourself up there. There is always someone looking for what you have. Every business can be on online platforms. But you have to be sure that the online platform that you're using is the convenient app for the audience you're targeting. If I'm targeting Kadamas, I don't go to X or Twitter. I will go for TikTok. So you can choose the platform accordingly, but every business can go on online platforms.
All right, a hand of applause for MTF Becker. Now, one thing I'll add to that is, the moment they mention you looking for a platform to promote, you have to consider the costs and the what, and the income, because you say, I'm going to invest in having a digital platform. You find you're investing a lot of it, okay, a lot in the digital platform, but you find maybe if you just had that social media, it would be easy. You want to go to pay an influencer, but you have 10 goods. 10 goods, the profit they will make will not be enough to pay the influencer, and you will maintain some, okay? Now, that aside, I'm going to invite another person. This person has been in media for over 10 years or more. That will be him to tell you, He has taken photos, he has taken videos of crimes, he has taken videos of news, and he has created very many articles, okay? And right about now, let me introduce to you Adolf, and he'll be telling you more about himself, what he does, and what the traditional media landscape looks like in this digital era.
All right. Thank you, Zodi Hussein. Good afternoon. Before I introduce myself, do we have any journalism students here? Masscom? Where are they? IT? Journalism? There are 2. Okay, 3. IT? Then which other courses are here? Because I'm defining, in our profession, we first define our audience. So I'm trying to define my audience. So we have journalism, IT.
Software engineering.
Software engineering.
Do you have computer science? Yeah.
Computer science, yes. Aha.
Businessmen.
And the estate guy, Yes. All right. I'm called I want us to make it more informal. This talk should be informal. Let's not make it too official. Yeah? I want us to interact. Now, I'm called Adolf Ayureka. I work at Vision Group. I've been in profession for a long time. Zodi told you 10. I started in 20. Active one was in 2013. But the other 12 campus internship and whatever, they were not active. So I started in Bushenyi, that is BFM radio, but it was not so much active. And then I later came to Mbarara in 2013. I joined Red Pepper. Actually, we were sitting in this office. This was our office for Red Pepper. Here. I used to sit the other side. Oh, wow. That's why I used to sit as, I was the bureau chief. I was heading Red Pepper in the region. So my office was there. Then in 2017, I joined New Vision. I was transferred to Entebbe. That's where I was based. But later, manda kampare gumire. Nkakomamwe byanje namara like 1 year, nakomamwe byanje nagaruka Mbarara. So I came back to our bureau office here in Mbarara, Boma. So here I am. I wanted to first give you that kind of how I've been in media, so that you get to know the person that the person is talking to you. Then I have one question. I want to know how many of you have social media handles that are active? Social media handles, Twitter. Now I have a question. How many of you have ever been at a function where you see cameras with journalists and everyone, and then you happen to take a picture and post it on your social media handle? Like a picture of the event, and you post it on your social handle. How many of you? I just want, let's make it more active. Okay. My topic is how social media is changing the traditional media landscape. The reason as why I brought that question of whether any one of you has ever posted a picture, it's because the stiff competition we are receiving in traditional or mainstream media houses. When you are at a function covering an event, we have the Hussein, who are very active on social media, the Derek, the Baker. They will post those, whatever is happening. Even sometimes they go live. DigTech, you'll find DigTech is live. You'll find AIT is live. It's not mainstream. You'll find other social media handles are doing it live. Now, as a journalist, who's like your boss is waiting for a story in the newsroom, by the time you reach in the newsroom to do a story, the editor knows what has happened. You get it? He has already seen or she has already seen pictures flipping on social media. So what are you going to tell that boss of yours? That you've brought a story? Even sometimes, because now every media house has a social media person, sometimes even our social media people pick those pictures, post them on our handles. So by the time you submit a picture to be on your to be published on your handle, the social media desk has pictures. That is the first point. We are getting stiff competition when it comes to content.
A good example would be the Trump bullet.
Yes.
10 minutes after it had happened.
We already
in
knew.
Uganda, we already knew.
I remember I remember I was at Vibes. I like those things. I was at Vibes. So I was trying to check, and then I saw those pictures. Even before Secretary for, they call him Secretary for Defense.
Chief of Defense.
Before he released the statement, for us we knew in Uganda. Now just imagine the mainstream media. What do you have to publish? So you can see the stiff competition we have in content distribution and content creation. These guys have put us on a stiff competition, these ones. You get the Dig Tech, Zodi, and Derek. By the time you come out of the field to go to your newsroom, the content is already out. Now, supposing there is an accident here, God forbid, here at Independence Park. By the time I move from TV West to come here, everyone has a video of what has happened. So when you come here and find, you might find even the cars have been taken to police, the body has been removed. So what are you going to tell your boss that after reaching in the newsroom? So that's the challenge we have. Now, in journalism, we have what we call citizen journalism. Now, every one of you here is a journalist. Now, citizen journalism has put a stiff competition on us, mainstream. Everyone here is a potential journalist, whether you're doing engineering, whether you're doing what, but even my real estate guy, you're all journalists, because I'm sure most of you have ever captured a video and post of an event and post it on your, or share it, especially the ongoing March to Parliament. I'm sure every one of you has ever shared, has shared the video. So what am I saying? In media, in traditional media, mainstream, we have what we call the newsroom. We have sections. So every section is assigned to do its role. We have sales department, we have the newsroom, we have programming. Now, where social media has really changed our landscape. Actually, sometimes I think they have even helped us, because you have to think critically. We have sales, we have programming, we have editorial. Now, each of those departments, we have even IT, each of those departments have been they are all affected. Now, sales, let's go to sales. How many of you buy New Vision in a month? You see, I've not said daily. I've not said daily, in a month. How many of you, okay, annually? Annually, how many of you buy any newspaper? Be it Daily Monitor, be it New Vision, be it Bukede, be it East Africa, any. How many of you? But we put those papers for you guys to buy, and we get sales. You get it? Now, if this population cannot buy copies of any newspaper, what are we in business as a company? And do you know what brings that? You already know what is happening in the newspapers. You get? Because by the time New Vision, we publish it daily. By the time we get on the market next day, because now we have, today is a Friday, we have our edition for weekend. So meaning by 5, our New Vision for tomorrow will be on market. But by the time we start saturating the paper, you guys, you know what has happened in the country. Do you find reasons of buying a newspaper? So is the company making sales? So that is the point. Sales have been affected by social media. Now, when you check on A8, I'm sure A8 has some adverts, relatively cheaper than those that are in the mainstream. Now, if A8 has a good salesperson, he will go to a client X and say, you know what, you see now the trends have changed. People are on social media. Your business, if you advertise with us, people will easily see your product, vici vici. Now, someone now will start picking interest in saying, let me put my advert on A8 TV than putting it on TV West, you get it, or any other media house, because the one on A8, which is online, is easily accessed. So you see how companies are losing out sales or advertising. So that is the stiff competition we have. Then programming. I want to, you've seen channels, YouTube channels. Guys have created channels in Mbarara, not only in Kampala, but here we have so many like YouTube TVs. Now you find the content, we are competing for content in TV. Actually, sometimes these guys, they come with content, they say, we have such content, we want you to give us money so that you air it on your TV. But then that one has also affected us because that is the competition that we are in. It became worse when we went for COVID. That's when the situation became worse for media houses. Actually, most media houses laid off the workers because there was no business. I happen to be among the few lucky ones that stayed in Mbarara at office. Most of my colleagues were sent home to first be home, and then they will come back because the company was not making money. Programs, most of the programs that are not sponsored were laid off, were removed because the company is not making money. And the reason as why we are not making money is because of social media. Social media has really affected business. Copy sales, you find if New Vision prints about 20,000 copies a day, you find when you look through the records, you find they are selling around like 15. Now the 5,000 copies are returned as, we call them returns. Yeah? Then where do those copies go? Meaning the company has made sales, has made losses. Because this topic, I think Zodi, it came in timely for these guys who are coming up as new IT guys, journalism, because you need to understand the situation out there. Study J, we are really doing badly in journalism, and what else did I want to mention? Okay. Yeah, I've understood. Now, because of this stiff competition that we are having in social media, it is upon us as journalists to think. There is what we call, I don't know if these journalism students have been taught about day two journalism. Do you know about that word? Day two. Day two journalism. Because of the stiff competition that we have in the mainstream, it has made us to think of day two journalism. Day two journalism means what? If the government has opened up a new road, maybe they are going to construct a new road, and they have constructed it today. Every social media handle has that, the picture of commissioning and whatever, and every TV is going to run. They have commissioned the 2 billion road. So you after reaching in the newsroom, as a journalist, you ask yourself, they have commissioned it, so what? The so what? I'm sure you know that word. The so what? So as a journalist, you have to think, if they have commissioned it, then what is it going to help? So you look for a unique angle. You change it from government commissions over 2 billion road. Now you look for a unique angle that social media doesn't have, so that it can compete for space. We have even competition for space in the New Vision, in papers, in Daily Monitor, in any newspaper. So you have to bring, even the editor will say, yes, they have opened up, they have commissioned this project, so what? So as a journalist, you have to think, because it is everywhere, commissioning is everywhere. So as a journalist, you have to think, well, how can you present your story so that it can catch the editor's eye? You get the point? So it is all about the competition that we have. It is very stiff, but nevertheless, we are trying to maneuver. We are trying to survive. And I thought when they had put the other taxi would regulate social media, but these guys know how to bypass it. These IT guys are very dangerous. You bypass the taxi and then you find yourself active on social media. So I want to tell you that it is not good for mainstream media houses. First of all, we are competing for content, we are competing for sales, we are competing for audience. Even we've lost audience, by the way. That's the point I wanted also to talk about. Audience. Social media, the way how they engage their audience, the way when Zodi is live on A8 doing his countdown, the way how he's engaging his audience, because he receives instant communication on the comment section, right? Now, when he's presenting, he's seeing what the audience is saying. You get it? Not us in the mainstream, because if I post something when Zod is doing live countdown, and I put in my comment, he will be able to read it instantly and maybe address it online. But us in the mainstream, you find the engagement with the audience is a little bit little. If someone has, when you're going to engage your audience, it is either phone calls, and which is very, very hard to go through, because how many of you have ever called on radio or TV? What was the struggle to go through? Yeah, the traffic is too much to get your call go through. So, but which is not for the case of social media. Social media, they engage their audience instantly. So that's the competition that we are having. Now, if our audience realizes that social media can easily engage their audience, so I will switch to social media, because that's where my views can be easily addressed. So we are losing also some kind of audience, even viewership. What else?
So, I would like to maybe now bring in some prompting questions. Okay. Is there any way that traditional media is trying to blend in digital communications or the digital aspects? Yes. How are those prospects coming up?
Yeah, when we went for a lockdown, New Vision, I would talk on behalf of my company. New Vision, we created a new app. It's called, if you can check it, Digital Experience, New Vision Digital Experience, where you can watch all our TVs, our radios. New Vision Digital Experience. You get it? So we also became so creative, like our bosses, of course, not me. For us, we were just foot soldiers. So our bosses were like, now, to compete with these people, let's also go online. So has anyone of you seen the app? It is New Vision Digital Experience. Go to the Play Store. You've seen it, eh? You have it, eh? So if you're on road, like you're busy, but you cannot access a TV set, you can easily watch our TVs, our radios, listen to our radios online. Now, to your question, those are, we even, in New Vision, we came up with, in New Vision, when you check on our website, we have e-paper extra.
Okay.
E-paper. So you'd pay 1,000 shillings to access the paper, the whole paper online. You even flip the pages. You get it? Newspaper. You just flip. You say, I want to open page what? You open.
So you pay 1,000 per day?
Per day. Oh. Yes, you pay 1,000 per day to subscribe. You subscribe every day. So we came up with that initiative of bringing the product nearer to this age, because those are the people that are ever on social media. So we said, let's have also e-paper extra so that these people can access our paper. Then before, our social media handles were not active. before we realize that these guys are taking us. We used to take social media as just a by the way.
An extra.
Yeah, an extra. But now, I'm sure now we are trying to be active on social media, both TV and radio and New Vision. We realized these guys are taking us, and we're like, okay, let's also create content on social media. And I'm sure Becca follows us so much. TV West, Radio West is always like we update, especially in this time of Echinihiro. We have actively involving our audiences on social media.
All right. So, Derek, you wanted to say something? Okay. No, it's okay. It's an engagement, yeah?
Okay. It's an engagement. I said we'll make it informal.
You talked about social media and what the courses these guys are taking. There is computer science, IT, and what? Now, in digital marketing, there is a position what we call PR, a public relations. All companies have PRs. All companies, as he said, like TV West, they use social media platforms. Most companies today, they employ PRs, and they pay them good money. For us, we are working because we don't have qualifications, just because of experience. There's a company that called me and asked me, do you have any IT course or in computer to give me that job? But I didn't have. But you guys, you are lucky. You have this qualification. There's a time I attacked these guys of TV West, time back, I think 2018. Like, you guys, your social medias are so dormant. Me, I was searching for a job. Like, I position myself, like, let them know that I can do this. So if you guys, you position yourself with your qualifications, you can just get this position in many companies. In many companies, there are very many companies that can employ you as a PR. Thank you.
On that very point, he brought that aspect of the employment. I want to tell our journalism students that it is not even now easy to get a job in a mainstream. It's not easy. There is that competition. TikTokers are taking us. We have, you might find a radio station or a TV station is interested in a TikToker who doesn't have qualifications to be on media. But because he has a following and his videos are trending and is kinda comic, you get it? His videos are kinda comic. The videos attract audience. The media house that knows business will say, let me pick this person. No matter the qualification he has, but he can drive the audience. So they will pick you. So you who has a degree in journalism, mass communication, you remain there. And then the media house will pick this person because he has used his social media. Like he has monetized it. He knows what he wants from his social media. You get? So we have that competition of employment. Media houses are looking for comedians. They no longer look for professionals. They are looking for someone who can easily drive the audience. Because it is audience maximization, content maximization, and sales maximization. You get it? So if you cannot, if your bosses can see, need to have employed, if your bosses can see that you cannot maximize the audience, you cannot drive the audience, they will opt for a comedian who doesn't have qualifications. You get to the point? So you can see how social media is taking us. Very soon, someone leaves a mainstream and goes and starts his own YouTube channel because he knows what to do. You get it? So those are the challenges, Zodi, that we are having, and the media, the mainstream media landscape is changing drastically, because you guys are putting us on pressure. But what do we do as mainstream? We are also not seated. We are very creative to counter that competition, and we are moving on for Ampora. I wanted to bring in the what has happened, how these guys have another aspect. We used to have because of the other issue of copy sales, We used to have New Vision Saturday and Sunday. Sunday Vision, Saturday Vision. But now we are having weekend edition. Just single paper like this. We produce it today. It goes up to Saturday and Sunday. We again produce on Monday. So we have one edition for the weekend. What has brought that? No business, no sales, no copy sales. So instead of spending money on producing a paper on Saturday and Sunday, we produce only one. You've seen, most of you, who knows Orumuri? Orumuri. It was also ours. But the company says, we are not making money, let's put it at hold. We are still waiting for the government to give us, because we are partially owned by government. So we are still waiting for the money from government to say, okay, hey, we even closed Rupini. Who knows Rupini? And Etop in the other side of the country. Those were all our papers. But the government was like, you people, you're not making money. Let's put a hold on those papers. You have a question? Hold on.
Concerning those newspapers of upcountry, the Orumuri and Rupinya and Etop, why is it that the Bukede of Buganda, I believe it's one of your best-selling newspapers because they are always producing. So why is it that the Bukede has managed to withstand the situations, the challenges of social media, but it's still standing and trending? Because I've ever stayed in Kampala, whenever the Bukede comes out,
Everyone
even the
looking.
locals in the markets where they are just so interested in. So have you guys looked into it? Is there a problem with upcountry buying the newspapers, or have you not engaged the locals like the Orumuri, the Banyankole is engaging them to buy these papers more? Thank you.
Any other question?
Any other questions?
Let me first address that.
Let's get them all at once.
Okay.
Because we're getting time. But any other questions? Now, we may not have questions, but I'm very sure, since we are dealing with IT and we also have journalists, I'm very sure you have very many ideas you'd want to give him.
Maybe.
So, let him first answer the questions, then be preparing those ideas. I think you will have to prepare a notebook.
Yeah.
Because I know very many ideas are going to come out.
They are still fresh. For us, I finished my course in 2012.
2012.
These guys are still fresh.
2012. Where were you in 2012?
Yes, in
P2.
Yes.
All right. So let's answer that, and then we'll have ideas.
His question is very interesting. When you look at Bukede as a paper, our best sales are in the central region. By the way, here in Mbarara also, Mbarara sells high copies of Bukede. Do you know why? When you look at the real natives of Mbarara, the real natives, not us who have just come, they are all Baganda. Most of them. Go to Kakova, all the natives of Kakova. You'll find if he's not a Muslim, he's a Muganda. You get it? So meaning the readership of Bukede is you cannot compete with it. When you go to Kampala, the big person, even our Nyankore who have gone to Kampala, those who have tried to copy the Ruganda, they pretend as if they don't know their language. They also want to associate themselves with Baganda and read their paper. So that's why Bukede is still high, because the biggest population in Kampala is around the Baganda, the Baganda speaking people, not the real Baganda. The Baganda speaking people, the Ruganda speaking population is around like 80%. So Bukede capitalizes on that audience, which is not like Rupini or Etop or Rumori. Here people, yes, they are Banyankore, but you find where we are selling our Orumuri, it is only in centers, urban centers, but not deep in the villages. You get it? So Bukede capitalizes on the biggest population, ya Kampala, kujangu sales banyinji. You get it? That's any. I want to hear from my journalism students.
Journalism students, you should be having the most questions.
I want to hear from them, because that's where you're going.
Now, if you do not ask today, we have a journalist for you to get him again.
That's
will
where
be
you're
very hard.
going. And life is not easy, by the way.
Question? You ask. It's mandatory now.
Okay, any submission.
Okay, submission.
Any submission. By the way, Zodi, when we were in a school, in a journalism school, they taught us wherever you're in a gathering, make yourself relevant. You never know the opportunity that is there.
I was taught that in primary.
Yes.
So wherever I go, you have to know that I was there. At
Yes,
least.
just make yourself to.
So.
So whenever you are in any other audience, make yourself known.
So any other questions? Yes.
Thank you, sir. My name is Nwagawa Simon. My question is, what are the challenges that you encounter in your career?
In my career? The challenge is kabatutire. The challenges are very enormous. In journalism, the challenges are very enormous. Kuruga kutera, okusiba kwe, you get okuzuma, harassment. But to be honest, journalism is good if you entered it with passion, not like Mboka Jirebanyo, the last option. But when you enter journalism with passion, no matter the challenges, no matter the whatever, but journalism is good. People, there is respect that people give you in public, in community, especially when you're good at branding yourself as a journalist, not just appearing in public as if you're going to your bathroom or what. You get it? So personal branding is very important. People will respect you. People will give you business. People will call you for news. People will want to engage with you. People will call you to do emceeing for these corporate events. But the challenges, first of all, I started my journalism career when I was not earning. I did it for like 1 year without any pay. So I started being paid in 2014, and my first pay was 50,000 per month. 50,000. Remember, I'm in town. You have to survive. You have to walk. You have to look nice. You have to go to the bar. You get it? So, not because the other time, of course, beer was still cheap, but you get it? So you have to look nice. You have to dress nicely. So 50,000 was very bad. It was not good for me, but I persisted. I said, this is the passion this is the course that I wanted. Passionately, I said I have to, kuremeraho. So naremeraho until things started changing, the earning kept on increasing. By the way, earning is not the major important thing in any profession, but what can you offer? You get, if you ask the real estate guy, Daniel, sale maximization is not the major drive for business, but what have you offered? You get it? What have you offered? Then the sales will come, the pay will come, but are you able to deliver what you're supposed to deliver? Then your bosses will say, okay, let's now increase your salary. You get it? But just look at what you can offer first, and then pay will come later. If I had not persisted, maybe I would have gone back to the village. But I said, let me stay, and then the pay came later. That's it, Zodi. Any other submission?
Oh, okay.
Okay, thank you. My name is Inogo Darius. I heard you saying that like journalism, like you started working without paying you. Now we are in a competing environment where I find that when you don't have any coin, you don't get anything. Then like how would you advise us that like when we go in the field where there is no money, how can we manage it?
You see, it all comes with sacrifice. Which course are you doing?
For me, I'm doing IT.
Have your parents given you everything that you need in IT?
No.
So are you not studying? Eh? Are you not studying? You are, right? So, because I'm sure an IT student should have at least a laptop on his first semester, right? Or any other gadget that you can use. Did you start with it? Or do you have it anyway? You get it? So things come gradually. Things come gradually. Not that you'll start having money immediately, but it comes with sacrifice. You'll not start with money, like how you didn't start with a laptop on your first semester. But as time went on, maybe your parents realized that you're serious. And then they said, let's give you a laptop. You get it? So it is all about sacrifice.
All right, a round of applause for Adolf.
Daniel has...
Hey, a question?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much. I'm glad to be here. Daniel Arinda is my name. I have one of my workmates here. Patricia, yes. First of all, a round of applause. That is thanks. First, Eyit. I've ever been hosted here, and I'm glad. My coming here added value to us. I want to thank Mr. Adolf. It's bad to think that everything you do must be paid by money, or for someone to do something for you must pay. At a Vision Group, I don't know how much an advert costs, but from the papers they display, to have an article, to have an advert in New Vision, it starts from 1 million and above. He has ever given me a free advert there. So, one of the speakers told you social capital. Know people and get interested in them. I don't know how much I can never pay that debt. Because even if I say, okay, Adolf, get 1 million, it's not worth the favor he gave me. You get it? When I wanted and I couldn't afford, he gave me. So how much can I pay that with? So make connections that matter and make friends, be interested in people, get to know them. See whenever you can help, help. And I can thank Eyit, hosted me here. They gave me a video, they posted it on their social platform. People pay to be there. They gave me a free one. So I think as an entrepreneur, if you're someone who wants to create things, just make sure you're available, show people with what you want, and tell people what you want, and people are going to help you. Then I'm going to go on the side of IT, journalists and everything. I know everyone, at the time they are getting out of school, they are worried about how am I going to survive if I'm not being paid? How am I going to survive? The first question should be is, if I step out there, what am I willing to offer? I think that is really very important, and work on that. The other thing, sorry, I'm going to talk too much, but I think I'm going to use like a minute or two. When we are in school, I'm a computer engineer by profession. The first thing I'm thinking about is when I get out, I think I'm going to do softwares, I'm going to come up with ideas, and that is the whole thing, yeah? That is really very important. But if you're a computer engineer, software engineer, IT person, it is good to have the skill of how to write the code. But I think what matters most is, what are you going to write the code for? And that is why you should spend most of your time, most of your sleepless nights working on. Work on what solution do you want to bring to the world. If you can't create that solution yourself, a skilled programmer will help you do that. But you'll be the vision bearer. So I think work more on what do you want to bring to the world. Eyit. If the founders of Eyit only thought about how do you create a website that has Eyit, it would be nowhere. But the idea was, how do we come up with something that changes lives of young people? Now, that as it sounds, may sound basic to you, but to put it on ground and convince these numbers to be here is the hardest work. So the hard work is on how to create networks, how to convince people, how to create programs that actually change these people's lives. Then after that, I'm very sure, and I'm totally sure, it doesn't earn from your presence. I'm very sure I know how this business runs. It hasn't started earning it. Whichever way it earns could be out of other people that want this program to run on. But it doesn't earn from your presence right now. But in future, who knows? Maybe it will. So I think that is the kind of mindset that every one of us here should carry back in their mind. When you're here, what are you giving to Eyit? I know you're taking something from it, but What are you willing to give back to a youth? If you have that kind of mindset, we can support each other, even with little resources, and head to better places. Thank you so much. I'm Daniel Arinda.
Thank you much. Thank you so much. I wanted to conclude.
All right, so you can do your conclusion.
Of course, I will conclude by, guys, inviting you to our Chin Hero at Kacheka. We are celebrating 25 years of Radio West, impacting lives in the communities. So we are celebrating 25. That's a silver jubilee. It's not easy. We have, so far we have around 16 causes to here. Okubaga kwatandikirizo, yes? Yeah. So you guys, please, if you can spare some time, come and celebrate with us. Okulya no kunywanya nebyabusha no shashura mutwaro gongo kutamu. You get it? So, are bad no shashura momo pay. It is 8,000. Yes, 8,000. So guys, come and celebrate with us. Thank you for your audience. Nasigarand Adolf Ayureka TVS.
All right, a big round of applause for Adolf Ayureka. So, ladies and gentlemen, this entire session, okay? Let's have some audience here. This entire session has been live on ATV, okay? And someone said how you can repay back. Just go there and subscribe. That would be a wonderful thing to do. Just go there, like the video, subscribe, and share it to a person. I know there are people who would want to know the knowledge that we have shared here, but they weren't here. Now that is where ATV comes in. All that recording is available for those people to also gain this knowledge. You have a lot of classmates. Share with them that video. Let them learn from this process. Let them learn from this engagement that we have had here. And I believe there will be better journalists, there will be better IT professionals, there will be better software engineers. Otherwise, I'm going to open up the social moment. If you're a journalism student, make sure you don't go without having his number because you will need to connect with him later. You're an IT student, he may be of use. You want to be an influencer, this man may be of use. Okay? So let's engage, let's have that chat going on, and I'll open the social hour. Otherwise, the workshop is done. Thank you for attending. Thank you for your presence. And we hope to see you on the next one. We'll be communicating through our platforms. I remain your moderator, Hussein Akugiziwe, or also known as Hussein Zodi. Otherwise, have a good day.
You're watching Youth TV, empowering you. You're watching Youth TV, empowering you.